live. I did change the fucking thing, right? I didn't do that poorly.
Irrelevant thing to say at the start of the stream. I have been listening to various other media, slowly increasing the different kinds of voices I am more confident in doing. So in theory, dragons should sound a little bit more varied than my usual repertoire.
Okay.
That's pretty exciting. I've found it. It's going to be hard for me to turn it back off again.
So, like I said, I'm going to leave it on you guys to recap so I don't overshare, which I'm very good at.
All right. Where last we left off. Well, we learned that the mob had put the screws to my contact at the morgue. I don't have my notes open right now, so I don't remember her name. They took a corpse and absconded with it quickly.
Her name is Margie Sunder. I came up with very good names for this campaign. I'm still proud of most of them.
Yes, you did. Now, my friend Margie was having, like I said, the screws put to her by the mob as they took a corpse and absconded with it before she could really investigate any further.
We did know that it didn't look like it was too strange.
No. By all counts, it looked like unrelated gang violence.
I met a rat king and I gave him my sandwich.
You did. You gave a big old bunch of rats in a trench coat a sandwich.
Jamie Lanneman was recently killed, and that's causing the mob to officially go to war with the church that should be happening at the Chinese theater. And
we went to the theater.
Yes.
To stop that shooting.
And was it you or Mike's character who fucking hauled ass after the guy running? And
it was me.
We're all in the same place now.
That was Mike.
Okay.
I stayed behind to investigate the fallen chandelier.
Yeah, Kenny, I love that you tried to gloss over the one thing I've been trying to fix for 2 weeks.
I tried.
And then what? And then Alex doubled down on no, fuck that. I've had no good reason to just be like, yeah, and you're with the group. And Kenny was just like, yeah, let's just blaze right over it. Let's make no one ask questions. And you're like, no, that's not right.
I'm sorry. I was told to remember what I did last game.
It's not a big deal.
I also set up a mole in the animation studio's mail room to get intel for the church's deliveries. And the dude was just waiting for somebody to ask.
Why is it gotta be a male room?
It's the female room.
It's the non-binary room. Come on, this is the 40s. So the only bit I would specify more on, because it's just correct and it's what's going to happen. Ward, despite me throwing 3 different skills at him to try to stop him,
fucking nailed it.
Exploded all 3 of them and fucking hauled ass over to the animation studio as the perp in question darted into the building where Mo tried to trip him, but he was wise to that trick, and they were wise to that trick and got into the building.
I am a god at parkour.
You didn't know you knew parkour, but damn do you know parkour.
Right? And then Mo seeing me running, head down, charging, which is let me just hold the door open.
And I believe decided to go in after you.
Yes.
So that's where we're going to start for now, is the 2 of you on the ground floor of the Danker Animation Studio.
gonna keep chasing this guy.
Well, as soon as you're in there, there's no particular sign of them. This person is just simply gone, but there's the lobby's only so big, so there's only so many options that possibly could have happened. Where do either of you go with this change?
Do I see any doors that seem to be like kind of flapping closed currently?
I need to Google something real quick. Okay, elevators did definitely exist. I don't know why I thought they didn't.
Yeah, elevators existed a long time. They were just man-powered.
Alright, second question. Do I see the elevator going up?
No. Should there be an elevator in this building? I don't believe I ever planned for there to be one. It is currently static.
Okay. Do I see any doors in mid, like closing, flapping, whatever?
Roll. Give me notice.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be flapping; they would latch shut. The stairwells in this building are kind of in the back. The bottom of them lead out to the alleyways.
Fair enough. Let me type it in real quick.
So once you go through the door, it would latch shut again. Yeah, you look around the room, and based on the looks of the few people in the room's faces, and the fact that you think you heard a door shut, you're pretty sure that they're using the stairwell.
Alright. Going up the stairs. I just kind of point at the elevator, and I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay.
So I'm assuming someone is behind me, and or the people in the staff room are gonna probably help. Not really knowing if he's behind me, following me.
So Ward runs in and just keeps fucking booking it, Mo. He's not waiting for you. What are you doing?
I start chasing after Ward.
Okay. I'm gonna make you roll something. What did I have you roll before, Mike? The first one I had you do. Agility?
It was agility. It was agility.
Agility. And we roll in...
D20.
Roll 20. Okay.
You never came over to Finlandacia. Everyone else is here.
Oops. But I'm here now.
I'm gonna have to get rid of Finlandacia. Oh no, hang on. Alex gave me the thing. Maybe I'll have more space.
Yeah, I gifted you a year of premium. Like, you've got all kinds of tools at your disposal now.
Shit. Athletics?
No, not athletics. That's not.
Agility.
No, but
Agility.
like active lighting.
I got a 3.
The point isn't to isn't necessarily to pass. I'm mostly curious how well you were keeping up with Ward, and the answer was not particularly.
Did we get any bennies back?
No.
Damn it. I'm going into the finale with 0 fucking bennies.
Yeah. Have fun with it.
I'm scared.
So, by the time you get to the staircase, you can hear Ward just charging up it.
Uh-huh.
Heavy footsteps in this metal and concrete hallway, just echoing. And as Ward, you go up further. You continue to hear these footsteps, maybe 2 floors above you, echoing about as loudly as your own. But when you get to, I'm just gonna say the 3rd story. I don't remember how big the building is. If someone can correct me, that'll earn them a Benny.
This is the animation studio?
Yep.
I think there was something like 12 floors, but I don't have an exact number.
I know the Japanese theater had 12 and 13 was the roof.
Okay.
I don't know if I got so specific with the animation studio.
I don't think you did.
I know when we were investigating Paul Walker's, or whatever his name was. What was his name? Walker's office. He was like halfway down, and I think he was on floor 6 or 7.
Yeah, you're mixing up Arnie Walker and Paul Belcher.
Yeah, it was Arnie Walker.
So then, yeah, around about the time you get to the 6th story, you hear the the door to that floor slam shut, as
Alright,
well
that's where I'll turn off and go in out that door.
as well as steps continuing to go up.
Which one do the steps going up sound hurried?
Both of the roll whatever the smarts, I think it's roll smarts. I stepped away, so tell me what the number is.
We'll do in a second. Smart is the same number. 4.
Did 4?
Yep.
Sorry, give me the question again. I spoke outside of the game and lost track of what was happening. I'm sorry.
The steps going up and the steps, or not even the steps that are going out, because I wouldn't know about those. The steps going up the stairs, do they sound hurried or like a person just walking up the stairs?
You get the same inflection of speed as you do the slam of the door and the feet up the stairs.
Huh.
Oh, he's now 2 guys.
I don't like this choice. They're both wrong.
You leave the animation studio.
Jump out the window.
We go to bed.
I'm gonna go out the door.
Right. So Mo, you by the time you're there, you see. Would you leave the door open or not, Mike?
Well, do they close automatically behind me?
No.
Sure. Then I
Right.
leave it open.
So when you get to the 6th story, the door is open and you can hear Ward still charging down the hall. What is it that you do, Mo?
I only have knowledge of where Ward is, right?
Nope. At this point, once Ward is no longer in the hall, you can hear footsteps continuing to go up.
Then I'd probably continue up.
All right.
I'm glad you figured that out on your own, Kenny.
Well, my logic is I know there's 2 different footprints to follow, but if I don't know that you've left the hallway and I'm hearing footprints going up, I'm just going to follow what I'm hearing, assuming it's you, whether it is or not.
So, you continue up these stairs.
Yeah.
We're gonna jump back to Ward for now.
Okay.
You're just gonna book it down the hall and try to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, just trying to keep an eye on where he's going, or where this person's going, and following.
As you step into the hall itself, you hear shattering glass. I assume you're heading that direction still.
Yes, I'm not just gonna jump out the window, though. If it's a window, I'm gonna stop and see what I see. Or if there's a broken glass going into a room or something.
Have you been in this building before?
I don't know, Tucker. Have the police had to come here before at any point in time to do any sort of business?
Well, I know that in this game, players have been here before. I know Mo was here before. I don't know if
In
Ward...
this game, then no, because I have not been. Like, me, myself, I have not been in this room.
Okay. In which case, you round the corner and you see a couple of people just kind of, like, thrown to the ground. Further down the hall from the shattered window of some studio.
Okay, but not a window leading outside.
Correct. A window that looks from the hall into a studio.
I'm gonna look kind of apologetic at the people on the ground and keep going.
All right.
This man killed someone. I must stop him.
You circle the U shape of the building, and you come to the other set of stairs. Because there's one on each side of the back of the building, in effect.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no reason. You would definitely hear the now heavier and a little slower footsteps as they continue upwards.
So they're still going up?
Yep.
Alright, gonna go up.
Roll vigor.
Okay. What is that number for me? Figure is... Ooh, it's a good number for me.
Man, Ward could not be more fucking into this. This is his job. Fuck every other policeman. You're doing this right.
Yeah, I'm on a mission to prove that I'm a good cop.
Completely ignoring your body's desire to just stop and recover energy. You fight through it and continue to plow upstairs. We're gonna jump back to the Japanese theater.
Okay.
That's a me.
Mario.
So the body of the janitor is ruined underneath one of the chandeliers in the lobby. You had inspected it quickly, and you tried to distract the not waitress. That's the wrong word. The woman behind the counter, so she didn't.
Cashier?
Concierge.
It wouldn't be. I don't think a concierge.
Sure, that's the word I was looking for. Usher.
Usher.
You
He's
try
just
to
back there
distract.
rapping.
You try to distract her so she wouldn't have a panic attack. What's going on in the theater now?
So I wanted to get access to where the ropes. Like I wanted to figure out how the rope had been cut.
It was chain.
Chain, yes. Even more so. I'd want to find out how the chain had been cut. The man wasn't running like he was carrying a pair of heavy ass bolt cutters. So I have expressed interest in checking out where the chain was, how one gets access to it.
I believe we discussed that it's just a very big ladder. This is a pair of chandeliers hanging in the lobby. There might have been 3 of them. This is a small set of chandeliers hanging in the lobby. It's simply just held up there by the chain so that they don't have to worry too much about it.
All right.
The end of the chain on the ground offers up a fairly clean cut.
Yeah, like one would get from bolt cutters, I would assume.
Perhaps even cleaner.
That's curious.
Like a lightsaber.
Is there any residue on the chain?
Yes. What you're implying is that, like, when you bolt cut through chain, that leaves kind of like that iron, not filings, but like that kind of residue. Yes.
No.
And
If it was like a chain, if it was cut by bolt cutters, it would have kind of like pinched, because that's how, like scissors.
yes.
No, I'm looking to see like what, for instance, if a weird, massive amorphous ink cut this chain, there might be some smearing.
Nope. Nope. Based on the I'm gonna say the gradient, whether that's the right word or not, of the inside of the chain, it looks like it was simply just perfectly cut,
Like with a knife.
not sawed. Just
No. Like as though the chain were not made of metal.
yes.
Just cut clean through from one direction like a knife.
Yep.
It doesn't have the sort of pinched texture you would get from a tool that a normal person would need to cut a chain like this.
Correct.
Bolt cutters.
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's something. Either a very, very sharp knife or a very, very strong man. Or both. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Well, this still doesn't answer my immediate problem, which was there's going to be a shooting at the theater. Um, which this was not. Right? The language was that there was going to be a shooting at the theater?
Correct.
Yes.
As you as you're trying to piece all of this together, the time draws ever nearer to that aforementioned turf war.
Yeah. Is the manager around?
Yes.
Yeah. Give me a second to find the voice again.
It's fine. I'm gonna forget all of the voices I've done for everything ever. So
It's not that I've forgotten the voice, it's that it's a little bit difficult to get back into doing it. Regardless. Sir! Tragedy that this is, don't you think it might be time to close down shop for the day?
did he previously express any knowledge of this of the soon to be happenings?
He was shocked when I told him about it, if I remember correctly. He was like, oh shit, that's not good. And I was in the middle of trying to convince him, I believe, when crash.
Yeah. He kind of not jumps, but like, oh yeah, this other important thing I had to be doing, kind of like start. And he quickly runs back to the back to his office. And as he leaves your sight, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna look.
Redwood, a very tall, red-headed man standing there next to you, just kind of like looking down on you. He's an absolute beanpole of a man. He's not particularly jacked, but oh boy, is this guy tall.
I'm going to very casually slip my hands into my pockets where I keep my kosh.
I don't know what that is.
It's just another term for my blackjack.
Okay.
Can I help you, sir?
No, I would have figured you wouldn't want to be here right now, and I'm gonna politely ask you to vacate if you don't want to get hurt.
Get hurt by what, you my fine young man? I'm just here to enjoy a Saturday. What day is it today?
Thursday, I believe.
A Thursday afternoon matinee. What harm could befall me? As long as I don't stand underneath any wayward chandeliers, of course.
He kind of glances back over to that, and you can see it in his eyes. He does not understand what has happened in here. Look, it's your Mo's friend, right?
I may have met a Mo one time or two.
Look, I'm trying to do him a favor by doing you a favor. This isn't a threat. This is a warning for the crossfire. There's gonna be shit's gonna go down. I'm simply suggesting that a friend of a friend not be here.
I appreciate the concern. I'm going to lean in conspiratorially. Between you and me, who's getting the wrong end of the lead pipe?
I suppose it depends on whose side you're on.
Well, sorry?
I say it's kind of independent territory here right now, but the church keeps creeping over, and frankly, we're sick of that shit.
I'm no particular friend of organized religion myself.
Like I said, I'm by no means threatening you. I'm simply advising you leave.
I appreciate the concern and the heads up.
And he kind of looks at his watch real quick, and your time's running out to make that choice of your own volition. So know that.
I'm gonna give him a gentlemanly nod and be like, all right. Well,
He does let go of you, and as he walks away, you can definitely see the outline of a gun in his pocket as he begins to fidget with it.
yeah. So here's my question. Do I try to hide in the dark of the theater and see who gets shot? Or do I get the hell out of Dodge?
Well, he's going right outside. He just walked out the front door.
Yeah, I think inside the theater is not safe, but I don't think I want to leave the theater because I still haven't seen any particularly shady church individuals. And goddamn, I mean, I want to see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to hope that the manager took my warning seriously. And I am going to slip out.
Just the back. You're gonna follow Redwood out the front.
I'm going to slip out the back.
All right. Timing wise, I think the way it shakes out is you would definitely hear a ways down through these the back alleys, something very hurried happening.
All right, just oh boy.
This man's getting knocked over.
Sure.
Kind of barging through the alley sounds.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I apologize for the lack of a lovely word picture about that.
No. That's useful. I'm considering my next move. Okay, so the Japanese theater, it's got an alley behind it and on both sides.
Effectively, yeah. On either side would kind of just be like more of the steps leading up to the grand entrance. Behind it really leads into kind of like the back alleys, which aim towards the studio, but also just kind of out and away.
Which direction are the sounds coming from?
Definitely in the direction of the studio.
Okay. And they're not, are they coming towards me? Is that in my direction?
Roll notice for me. See if you can pick up more than just a loud bang.
My notice score is pretty dang good. All right.
Yeah, you're supposed to pick up on clues.
Yeah, right? It's like almost like I'm a PI or something. Heyo.
It's leaving. It's getting further away, closer to the studio. You can hear one, then the next, and they're slowly getting quieter. Then the third, you almost miss, but since you're paying attention, you can pick up on it.
How's my cover? Is it reasonable that I could remain hidden while closing distance on this sound?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna do that.
Stealth is a skill in this game.
It is, and I have it. Hey.
All right. Keeping pace is difficult with this, as if you're trying to remain hidden, but as you track these sounds moving further and further forward, you can tell they're getting further away, but by the time you've lost them, you're confident they've gone up over this wall into the animation studio. Into the studio grounds proper is what I actually mean to say.
All right. So the alleys surrounding this place, do they have fire escapes? Are there like buildings up high? Do they have fire escapes? And follow-up question, if they have fire escapes and they are up high, can I climb said fire escape?
Yeah. I'll say yes to all of that. Not
Yeah.
everything is particularly high, but if you're just looking for a fire escape to get up and over this wall, then absolutely.
That's what I'm looking for.
Agility, unless there is a more directly applicable skill.
Climbing.
I was gonna kind of make it the whole thing, between ladder and dismount.
It's a shame because I have climbing.
All right, roll climbing then. It's fine. I'm not gonna take it away. Climbing is still involved. I was just trying to think of something more dexterous to kind of swing everything through.
I appreciate it. I do. But yeah, I got a 5.
All right. Very quickly, you pull yourself up the fire escape, take off down one end, and kind of vault over the wall. The landing's a bit rough, a little achy on your ankles, but you can keep going. As
Keep going, I shall.
as you look through the remains of this fight, you can tell that I'm whether they existed or not, I'm still picturing like little studio cars have all kind of stopped and halted, leading a clear path directly to the Danker Animation Studio.
What kind of cars are you thinking about?
Like little tram cars for like tours.
Oh, like trolley cars.
Yeah,
Yeah, those. Yes.
but like not on a track, like actually with like wheels and a driver who can go around.
Yeah, I got you.
Like I said, between stopped racks of costuming, a tour tram that has pulled over, there's a pretty clear path that leads you straight to the animation studio.
Well, you mean the theater?
Nope.
Oh, the
Nope,
animation studio.
Yes.
I'm following the sounds, so
All right.
just trying to stay as hidden as possible. But I mean, I don't see anyone around me, so
Well,
book I go.
There's people, but they're all kind of like reorganizing. If you just kind of walk through confidently, no one's gonna notice.
That's my plan.
You head directly into the animation studio, and you can hear a couple of people talking rather quickly. Most of it sounds panicked and concerned, and you hear something about the top floor.
I take out my clipboard and I make for the stairwell.
All right. Where are you going?
The top floor.
All right. Well, we're gonna jump back to Mo,
I am Mo.
and you're just going straight up the stairs.
Yup.
You head straight up to the top floor, where just before you crest the stairs, you hear somebody charge down the small lobby and slam these massive velvety doors shut with that slow like kind of thud.
Okay.
What's the plan?
I whip those damn doors open.
Give me a strength check.
Strength. I'm a wee bit scrawny, but I'll see what we can muster. Wow, I really wish
You're
I...
a scrawn bit weenie.
Hey! One more D6 for me. That is a 9?
Yeah, you push once thinking that that's how they should go, but then go, oh no, they need to open. You grab both handles until one moves further away from the other, and you swing one of the doors open.
Fucking
and
Aragon, this shit.
And inside, just past it, the office, like this lobby area where Mr. Belcher's desk is, as well as the doors to the other studios.
Uh-huh.
It's very dark in here right now. There are no windows in here. So, like, there's no outside lighting, but even with this door open, it still seems dark.
Okay.
And on the inside, as though it were supposed to have been attached to the door, you see what looks like a web of chain.
Okay.
Like it was supposed to prevent the door from opening, but the door opens the other direction.
Okay. Closing the doors and hopefully holding onto both door handles with one hand kind of thing, I try to flip on a light switch while looking into the room. So just like making sure the doors stay shut, fumbling for a light switch with the other hand, and looking directly into the room.
Okay, let me try this one more time.
Okay.
You open the doors out towards you. One door out towards you.
Uh-huh.
immediately in the doorway is this web of chain you're gonna have to crawl through,
Oh, okay.
which leads into a much larger building, where a much larger room where on either side of you there's no reaching for a light switch. You have to go into the room and across the wall to get there.
Got you. Okay. Then I do that.
The end action is achievable, just not in one swoop.
Yes, I do that.
Give me agility. Unless there's a better climbing through a chain skill.
Persuasion?
Now you're not going to talk these chains down.
You said agility?
Yep.
All right. I could argue lock picking, but it's the same roll, so. I don't do it.
Well, you do. The end result is you go down.
Uh-huh.
It's going to take you an extra couple of moments to successfully do this.
Mm-hmm.
You try to just kind of shimmy your way through the chain. You pick up one leg, but by the time you put it down, you realize your ankle's caught and your knee's gone through, so you take a tumble into the room.
Okay. That's fine. I'm cool with that, honestly.
It's not impossible to do this if you don't fail. It's just, you are not doing this on your feet.
But I'm also being stealthy or not for the first time ever, so I'm cool.
We're gonna jump back to
Ward.
Me?
jump back to Ward. By the time you get to the top steps, you see this open door, a similar scene to what I've just described.
I'm gonna walk in.
So you're just gonna stumble your way through the chain, or are you going in the same way Mo just did?
Is there? I'm gonna try to go in properly, not just stumbling my way in, but try to actually attempt to go through.
Then agility, unless you have a more relevant skill. I'm sorry, I'm kind of blanking on what the actual skills are for Savage Worlds right now. I've been more concerned about the story than the specifics.
You are fine.
Agility works for me. I got nothing on my skill list that would be better. 7.
Okay. You take a quick step in. You don't catch your ankle on the same chain Mo did as you look down and see him slowly getting to his feet.
Mo, how did I catch up to you?
But by the time you ask that question, Mo has stood up and turned the light on. In the middle of the room is definitely the first thing you notice. Rather, the first thing past the overall vibe of the room. Something seems off. You can see Mr. Belcher's desk, which now seems to be at almost a higher contrast to the walls.
Belcher?
Okay.
Belcher's desk.
Who's Belcher?
Paul Belcher.
Paul Belcher.
I'm not mixing my names up, right? That's the secretary?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. I was thinking it was one of the admins.
No, Paul Belcher is currently not present, but his desk is still there, and like I said, it seems to be at higher contrast to the wall. Something seems not great. It's hard to tell what the difference is, and like I said, then your eyes kind of shift to the middle of the room, and I'm gonna leave you in suspense for a moment as I quickly check my notes. I'm pacing, you see, so I'm not directly at where I need to be. I also didn't fully commit to something that I needed to do here, so we're gonna see what sticks.
Okay.
In the middle of the room, you see what looked like kind of a large pair of shoes. Exceptionally shiny, very rounded. And one of them is tapping as though it's annoyed.
I knew it. I called it in my own brain. We're dealing with an invisible man.
Okay.
Okay.
That's weird.
Okay. Is it my turn or no?
You can say things.
We're in an animation studio. Things are drawn with various media. We're in a admin's room who tends to have fancier stuff, right? Can I grab a fountain pen off of the desk?
Sure.
I want to grab the fountain
I
pen
see what you're doing.
and I'm going to squirt the ink above where the shoes are, trying to cover the Invisible Man in ink.
All I can think of in the back, all I can think of is just Scatman John. I'm the Invisible Man. I'm the Invisible Man.
That's fine. As you do that, you grab the pen and you quickly turn and kind of set it to spray as though you're mocking up a spitting cobra. And the positioning of those still visible shoes changes. Like the guy kind of jumped and kind of gave you that look of like, oh shit, he caught me. But the ink just simply splatters between them and lands on the ground.
Okay.
In the back of the room, still kind of. This is when this kind of unnatural darkness seems to get cut. A bright light seems to kind of swirl in from nowhere. This pink and purple haze kind of spiraling.
Okay.
And standing in front of it, you can see Arnie Walker.
Arnie Walker is the one that was scribbling
Yeah.
furiously on the desk.
Yeah, he was the animator.
Hey, Arnie, what's going on here?
He offers up that same kind of like jump freeze, like oh shit, a voice, and just kind of stands there, slowly putting his hands up.
All right. All right. Towards me. Hands up. Keep them up there. That's not the right voice.
I can't.
Why not? Perfect time for that music to cut in.
I know, right? I'm just gonna roll with it. At this point, you notice his shoes seem to almost be melted to the floor.
Okay.
And kind of out of his shadow, the silhouette behind him that he's casting. Yeah, this is definitely kind of unpleasant to look at.
Okay. Is he projecting his shoes in front of him?
No. Ask your question differently. I think I can answer it. I just want to know what you're asking.
Are the thing I was spraying the ink at, is it an invisible entity outside Arnie Walker wearing shoes, or is it like a fourth dimensional shadow of Arnie?
Neither. There's Arnie is facing a wall, and there's a light on the wall casting a shadow behind him.
Okay, so the shoes are their own entity.
Yes, he's currently looking at the light source, and the shoes you inked at are a completely separate thing. They're not particularly close to it. There's probably a good 20 feet between Arnie and the shoes, and then 20 more feet between the shoes and you.
Okay. What's weirder? Probably Arnie.
Definitely the moving shoes.
Really? Okay.
But that's the weirdest thing up until it looks like Arnie's shadow is peeling off of him.
Okay. I kind of...
You're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, right?
I don't break eye contact, but I like lean towards you, and yeah, we're about to see some shit. I'll explain later, but apparently the mystic arts are a thing, so just bear with me.
It was cartoons, like I said.
Now what if, bear with me.
Yeah, I know, and you've said it way too quickly. I really wish you hadn't done that. And as the voice sounds out, you can see like a pair of brown pants kind of like peel from the shadows as noodly arms kind of pull free, and standing in front of you looks like kind of a mix between Yakko and Oswald.
Okay.
but significantly more manic.
Okay.
Very quickly as its feet connect to the ground, he kind of taps the ground in the shoes, jump, turn, and head back towards it.
Okay. You know,
Um,
I want to go on record here by saying the first thing I thought of was a man's head being turned into a pancake, and I think we might be closer to that than we originally thought.
well, that's certainly the plan. We're looking at another couple of pancakes right here. So, and he kind of peels himself further forward, and you see his hand slip out of a pair of gloves, one of which stays around Arnie's throat, the other around his right hand.
And I say, with my fist kind of out in front of me like a 1940s boxer would say, what do I look like, a short stack to you?
Well, we're certainly going to give it a shot. And he kind of reaches, exactly the scene you're imagining. He reaches behind him and pulls out the hammer that killed John Smith.
Yes!
There's no doubt about it.
Yes! Yes! The 5-ton hammer, let's go!
And no one's gonna believe us. No one's gonna believe us.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's gonna go through the floor, so somebody else is gonna see this. Now, I'm wondering...
He snaps his fingers. Arnie, start. We're not done here. Keep going, friend. And the glove forces his hand down as he begins to scribble.
Alright, okay. Ward.
Oh my God.
Ward, you got some handcuffs?
No, I'm gonna regret having to do this. I'm sorry. He's scribbling, I'm assuming drawing something.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that can't happen. There's gonna be a shot. to
Well,
his hand.
as you're pulling your gun out, Mo is going to say, do you see this fucking demon in front of us? You think a dead guy's gonna change anything?
Stop whatever gets made.
You don't know that. You don't know if Arnie needs to be alive for this to happen?
Are you shooting despite the conversation?
Yeah, if no one's stopping me, I'm just aiming at the hand.
Damn.
Roll shooting, and if you're aiming at a hand, I don't know what it is specifically, we'll say arm, and we'll say -2.
I think I can look that up.
That's fine if Ward does it anyway.
I know a head's -4, so I feel like a limb isn't the full
So
headshot
a
penalty.
9. A 9.
All right. I gotta sit down and make 2 rolls real quick.
Not looking to kill this man, just looking to hurt him enough to drop the pen. Or whatever he's using to draw.
Yeah, called shots. Limb -2, head -4.
So then I was good.
It can even be like in the shoulder to make him like recoil back.
Well, you go for it and you connect. The problem is you don't actually hit Arnie's hand.
Oh god.
You hear a faint squeak of a death throw as the glove falls over.
Okay.
And the thing in front of you just sighs very deeply. You could just die. I'd appreciate it. That would be very convenient for me. And then takes a massive step forward and takes a swing with the hammer with rubber hose arms at you.
Sorry. Do I happen to have a weapon on me? I don't think it's needed to come up yet.
We discussed brass knuckles, I believe.
We did discuss brass knuckles. Yes. Okay. Cool. I'm cool with that. That's fine.
I know my supernatural.
What's your parry?
Whose? Mine or Mike's?
Mike.
My parry is not. Oh, it's a 6.
Big hammer getting swung at you. How does Ward dodge?
Jumping out of the way.
Okay, what direction?
Am I in the center of the room, left of the room, right of the room? Where am I?
The attack's coming effectively from the north wall, and you're close to the south wall. Not at it, but close to it.
I'm gonna dodge to the left or the right, whichever one is further.
Just for dodging to the right will put you closer to a wall. Dodging to the left will put you closer to the middle of the room.
To the right to give me more access to more stuff. Then
Right.
essentially, I'm trying to kite him as much as possible.
Right. You take that leap to the side as this big ol' hammer connects with the carpet with an impressive thud, but definitely less than you expected given the damage it dealt to the pavement outside.
Alright.
And as that happens, the first thing Cartwright sees is this large piece of wood just slam down past a bit of chain.
Up on the roof?
Nope, up on the top story, which is the head offices.
Ah, okay.
A small little hallway is fed into by both staircases that leads up into this big lobby where all of their offices kind of break off from.
All right. So what am I seeing?
An open door with some chain on it, and like I said, what looks like just like a large strip of wood kind of gets slammed into the ground. How do I get cards on here? I know there's a way to do it.
It's under settings, I think, to add deck.
Not dice options. Miscellaneous? Nope. Personalization and display. Alright, so deck size is here. But it doesn't have a deck. Okay. I didn't think about this until right now, and I apologize, guys.
No
No
worries.
worries.
Oh, wait, deck add.
Mike.
Did it show up anywhere? Can y'all see it?
No.
No. Mike.
Yes, I see cards.
Yes.
No, I do.
New chapter of Record of Ragnarok dropped.
Yeah.
I linked it to you already. All right. Now, is everyone just seeing the top card? Oh, now it's disappeared.
Did your cards ever get fixed, Alex?
No, I don't remember. Maybe.
So everybody take a card and put it by your Inundation character.
Is this combat? Oh my god, we actually in combat?
Oh, my card has disappeared. No, I have not fixed that.
So I'm gonna
You
guess
have a
that
4 of hearts.
Yeah, you
I
had this.
sure do.
You have this 4 of hearts then. So then first we are at Ward.
Alrighty. Well, since my gun
I'm
was
quick. Does that help me? I forget that.
Yes, it gets means you can't have a 4 of hearts.
Yeah, I thought that's what quick did. Hey, Jack of Spades.
And it disappeared as soon as you put it down.
Oh, sure did.
All right. Well, that doesn't supersede the Queen, so.
So, did the glove die?
Yeah, it certainly made a scene like it did. It clutched its little heart and fell over onto the ground.
Is he still drawing?
No, he appears to have stopped.
Okay, good. At which point I'm going to aim at the cartoon guy and fire.
Okay.
I assume shooting.
Yes.
Bam. 5.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna keep. I think I'm gonna be ready to dodge if he swings.
All right. That puts us at Cartwright.
Okay. So, who all is in front of me here?
From the other side of the chain, as the wood you can now identify as a large hammer moves, you can see Cartwright against the east wall, Mo closer to the south, and some kind of hellish-looking demon in the middle of the room with a big ol' hammer.
All right. What is the chain again?
It appears to have been set up as though someone were trying to prevent the doors from opening, but on the other side, on the wrong side of the door, the way the doors open.
I see. Well, let me figure out what my Kosh does for me.
If we don't have anything, let's just say it's a D6 weapon.
Yeah, that's. I'm just looking at the hand weapons thing. Billy Club, baton. That's basically what I've got. Strength plus D4.
Then strength plus a D4 for damage. Doesn't change what your melee is.
Yes. And my melee, of course, is a fight die. Where's the page with maneuvers? I want to do this smart. I want to use my tools.
You are currently still not in the room.
Right. So
there's a chain web between you and the room.
Oh, okay. So, how am I seeing into the room then?
It's not perfectly. It's not completely chained off. You can see through chain.
Oh, okay. I see.
Kind of like kind of like a spider web made out of chain.
Right. So the doors are like glass then?
No, the door is open. The doors open out, and the chain is on the inside of the room.
Oh. Okay. All right. I get it. Somebody just did a very bad job.
Correct. Yes.
All right. I was thinking I was just misunderstanding something, because surely someone didn't just do a bad job.
Nope, someone has done a bad job.
Well, can I duck under the chain?
Yeah, I've been having people roll agility, so offer that up.
Sure. That's going to be a D6. Oh, that's not good.
We get a wild die.
Yep.
You're right, that's not good.
I have done poorly.
Oops. Wait,
You
what
have
is that?
penalties,
That's a
or are you going to accept
D-
the consequence?
a D3 exclamation point 3?
I had one Benny, and then I earned a Benny, so I have 2 Bennies.
Hang on. Yeah, what? I think that last one should still have rolled a D6, but also 3.
Oh, yeah, I'll try that again.
I'll give it to you. That's fine.
Hey.
All right. You also take that very careful bit of movement to step through it and not stumble down onto it. So what are we doing from here? Gonna close distance?
Yeah. Looking at my attack option summary available on page 79 of the rulebook for anybody else here who wants to take a look at it.
Charge?
Ganging up. Does look like what I think I've got.
Hanging up is flanking. No one else is next to him.
No one else is next to him?
I'm about to be.
I definitely don't have the drop on him, right?
Correct.
Yeah, didn't think so.
There's no charge maneuver where you can run in and get a bonus at a penalty?
Doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
I could wild attack though.
Well, you got to close the distance first. So it sounds like
Yes.
the plan is to either take up a defensive stance or just be right up next to him.
Yeah. I'm gonna move up and can I move and defend? Oh no, defend requires I take no other action. No other actions. Yeah, I'm just going to move up and whack him if I can.
Whack will be next turn.
Okie dokie.
2 actions are to get through the chain and then move up.
Makes
Actually,
sense.
no. Nope. Okay, I'm remembering how Savage Worlds work. You get 2 actions, but technically you have unlimited actions. But every action past 2 applies a -2 to everything.
Yes.
So if you want to take 3 actions, you get -2 on everything. If you want to take 4 actions, you get -4 on everything.
Yep.
And as long as the actions don't repeat, you can continue to pick new actions to do
Yes.
For-
But I
for- for an increasingly brutal penalty.
shan't. Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna close the distance or stay at the door? Sorry.
You know what? I'm going to take up a defense at the door, but I'm gonna shout at the thing.
All right.
well, fuck, I've lost my voice again. Shit. Hey, you, ugly. You look like you're animated on a cheap middle school flip book.
Uh,
That was harsh.
Kenny, it's your turn.
Cool.
You say that, but I just so happen to have my. You can keep going, Kenny. I just so happen to have my animator right here. And you can see Arnie kind of strain as the glove around his neck tightens.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
I didn't realize there was a glove around his neck. I missed that part.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't shoot that one.
No, I specifically aimed at the one that was gonna do bad stuff.
So what are you doing, Kenny? What's Mo got in this situation?
I was unfazed by a Rat King, so I am unfazed now.
Yeah, I can believe it.
I do want to try something, but I have no idea how I could possibly make it make sense. But I'm wondering if that's not the biggest issue right now.
All right, what do we got?
I want to call in support.
Okay, what's the plan then?
If there was like a toilet in here, I could argue it, but like, I want to yell down a pipe and reach the Rat King.
Nice.
Okay, roll spirit for me.
Okay. Oh, I did not expect a let's try it.
I'm trying to say yes.
Spirit. Oh, spirit is bad.
That's kind of why I said spirit. There's no good yelling skill, so spirit felt appropriate.
Like a summoning,
Nice,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, it's just kind of a thing you really want to happen, so you're hoping beyond hope this is going to work. That look like a pair of threes, though.
It is a pair of threes.
All right, well you've certainly done that. You've got an action left at no penalty. So what's the plan here?
How far away am I?
Let's say about 20 feet.
Damn. All right. I didn't know that would take an action. My plan was to close the gap and like jab in the stomach with my brass knuckles.
That's fine. It has to be a wild attack if you want to do that in one turn.
I will do a wild attack. That's fine. I'm actually hoping that I hope I hurt him, but if not, I'm hoping I get some ink on my person.
Well, let's see what you get.
My fighting is a D6.
I believe wild attack is it 2 to fighting and damage?
Yes,
I believe Alex
it's
has
2
the
to
rules open.
fighting and 2 to damage, but you
But
take
minus-
a -2 penalty to parry.
All right, so +6, a D6 +2 plus a D6.
I've learned recently penalties apply to all the dice.
Oh,
Bonuses and penalties apply to everything.
so I will just roll 2 D6s and we'll add 2.
Yeah.
That is good. That doesn't make it explode, though. It makes that 5 a 7 and that 4 a 6. Yes?
No, I want to do
Oh.
GM roll. All right, you connect in his gut, and it's definitely more body-like than you may have expected.
Okay. I was expecting hard soup.
No, it feels like you punched a guy in the gut.
Okay.
And he grunts like you got him, but just kind of smiles down at you.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want a further explanation, I rolled a Benny to soak.
Okay.
If you would like to know, since it is fair for me to tell you when I'm spending my bennies,
Okay.
that was one of them.
Got it. You
Um,
do not know how many you have.
6.
3, yeah, it's 3 plus the number of players.
Okay.
6.
Look at
Okay.
me remembering shit.
So, did that body blow inkify me?
Nope.
No, so he's pretty solid.
Yep.
Well, huh?
Why do you want to be unified?
To
Mike, why did you just send me?
The picture.
Did not particularly open as a picture. It's starting to look more like that now. Okay.
I'm hoping to get Inkified to potentially doodle bob up some reinforcements
Oh, I see.
or smear his drawing.
What if the thing that lets him doodlefy stuff is the gloves, though?
I'm working out my options. I have a handful of things that I need to touch before I figure out what's happening.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say whoever goes before this, but y'all did, so I guess you all can make it. I'm like, I can't open whatever this is.
Well, that's sad.
So if anybody wants to make a notice roll, you can.
I
I'm good
will.
at notice.
I'm not.
I'm super good at notice. It's
Yeah.
like it's my job or something.
Do it anyway, though.
God, I've rolled so many ones today. But I got a 5.
I got a 7. Bonuses apply to both dice. Bonuses and penalties apply to all dice.
Haha!
Got the tree.
I rolled an 11.
Well, Cartwright kind of sees what's going on, but fucking Mo's on top of this shit. Mo's gotten real into it. You kind of lean forward and you can see that Arnie's drawing on the carpet.
Okay.
There's about a third of a drawing done, and you can put together that once the glove was shot, he started to draw something different.
Okay.
So instead of whatever the first thing is, yeah, they always go in my mouth. I think every one of my dice has been in my mouth. Whatever he was drawing, he's not doing now, and instead what kind of pops up from the carpet just simply looks like a carpet-colored revolver.
Shit. All right. I have no more actions.
No, it's my turn. It's my turns now.
Okay.
And yes, that does include Arnie's turn.
Okay.
But well, that didn't work. The chains start to peel off the wall, looking a lot like Clippy from old Microsoft.
Nice. It seems like you're trying to die.
The little grumpy face seems to get all the more upset when it jabs out and just completely misses Cartwright.
Root.
Whatever attack was going for you, whiffed by a mile.
Glad I took that defense action. I guess I have to beat up the chain face now?
Well, it certainly is looking at you unhappy. And the only other thing that happens before we draw our next set of cards is that I'm just gonna scoot up here and make a pile because I don't know how this deck's gonna work. Is the little kind of maroon colored revolver appears to get the exact same kind of grumpy looking cartoon eyes that the chain has.
All right.
All right, I've drawn my next set of cards.
Fuck.
The Queen of Spades.
I'm attractive. Why?
Because you gotta get your info.
Yeah, it
All
lets
right.
you do
Genetics.
lets you do social rolls stronger.
Okay.
Yeah, I also have attractive, and it's been very useful this whole game. It gives you a +2 to persuasion.
I feel like I haven't done a lot of persuasion rolls. I've been a lot of,
I mean,
here's a thing,
spent
you
an
tell me.
entire you spent an entire session trying to convince an amalgam of rats to help you. That was like nothing but persuasion, my dude.
But I fed him a
you rolled-
sandwich. I didn't actually
you also
roll.
rolled up into the mailroom and got this
Fair.
complete fucking sociopath on your side in 10 seconds.
Fair. Okay, fair. Which seems like is not gonna pan out.
Ace
well-
of spades.
For the record, he's not actually a sociopath. It's just like you happen to pick, your good roll found you the one good guy. Right,
Yeah.
right off the bat.
He was just waiting to
so
take
we're,
this fucking company down. He doesn't get enough breaks and not enough pay.
All right, so we're opening up with Cartwright.
So, could you explain to me what the thing that just tried to bite me or whatever is?
The chain you stepped through to get into the room.
Okay.
That's that kind of jabbed a length of chain out to try to jab at you.
Is now
I know
sentient.
I used jab twice. Yeah, it's almost like it's a cartoon. It's almost like the chain was animated.
Sure. What does the chain itself look like? Does it look like a real chain, or?
No, there's definitely an outline to it. Like I said, picture if Clippy from old Microsoft was a chain
Sure.
instead of a paperclip.
Sure.
It's amazing how often Clippy comes up when we're playing
Weird.
D&D.
Nobody else is near the chain, right? It's just me.
Correct. Everyone else has left for other walls.
I want to grapple the chain.
All right, go for it. We'll say melee. Melee feels okay.
Well, there's grappling. It's like a real ass. It's a skill. It's a thing.
Oh, is it?
It's under the attack option summary.
Okay. I don't have the book open, so remind me.
Fighting roll to grapple. A raise equals the opponent is shaken. The defender makes an opposed strength or agility check to break free. I'm going to channel my inner Vogue, and I want this chain. I have plans for this chain.
Roll grapple.
Alex, for the record, you and I are on the same fucking page.
This chain is going to become a valuable tool. Whoop. Unless I roll double twos.
All right.
No, I shouldn't use a penny.
All right. You reach out and the chain just kind of pulls itself away. You still have at least a movement left.
There's no if I back up from the chain, will get an attack on me?
I'm not gonna play the base to base rules like that because this is really the only time combat has come up. So we're gonna kind of play some of it a little fast and loose.
Sure.
We're dealing with cartoons.
I'm gonna try to do something a little fancy next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna back off this turn. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of distance between me and this chain.
Where is the distance? You are currently at the south wall. There is the cartoon and Mo in the middle of the room, and Ward on the east wall. Where are you going?
Fair point. So the cartoon guy, it's got one hand around the throat of the cartoonist, correct?
Nope. Both of his hands are on the mallet he's wielding. The glove that's usually on his hand is around the cartoonist's throat.
Ah, okay. Cool. I'm gonna start moving towards the cartoonist.
All right. Are you taking? It is a straight line between you, the cartoon, and the cartoonist.
I see what you're saying.
You and Arnie are on opposite side of the walls, and directly between you is the bad guy and Mo.
Yes. I understand now. Then yeah, no, I'll just stay where I am and brace for another swing from this chain, I suppose.
Then Rep Mike.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Oh, never mind. That's a different thing. Never mind. Keep going.
Who has picked up that revolver that was drawn?
Itself.
Oh, so it's its own character now.
It appears to be hovering just slightly off the ground with a pair of angry eyes looking at Mo.
Gotcha. Stop that. What to shoot? I think I'm gonna try to shoot the cartoon main bad guy again.
Okay.
Can I wild attack a gun?
No. I believe wild attack is specifically for melee.
Okay.
Because you don't use parry for guns.
That's right. I gotta hit a 4. That's
If
right.
you,
Yeah.
correct. But if you don't move, you can aim, which gives you a +2 to your shooting roll.
Oh, then I'm gonna aim.
What are you aiming at?
Gun.
The gun?
Yeah.
No.
No. I'm aiming at the cartoon.
Okay, that's fine.
So I get +2, and this is my third shot. So I have 3 more shots with this gun. So this rolls +2. 7.
All right, roll damage.
And does aiming add to damage?
Alex is the one with the book open. I'm leaning on him.
No, it just adds to your chance to hit.
Okay. 6 damage.
I don't want that. Okay.
Is there anything else I can do without moving?
Not without taking a penalty on the shooting roll.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, yes, correct. But also, not much you can do.
Yeah.
Anyway, at this point.
That rule took me a long time to get used to.
Yeah, you got to declare everything you're doing in the beginning, so we know what the cumulative penalty is.
Oh, I thought you could do 2 things to start.
Yeah, aim and shoot.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't realize that aiming counted as one of these. Got it.
Yeah, that's why it takes
Yeah.
up your movement action.
Yeah, it effectively occupies the move slot.
Gotcha. Then I am good.
Take your queen,
I was gonna say,
and
is there any chance I'm next?
no. I don't remember. Does anybody else which goes first, hearts or diamonds? I want to say heart. I want to say it was hearts. Hearts are more valuable than diamonds.
I
Yes,
thought it was the other way
diamond-
around. I thought,
Diamond leads to heart, so heart is higher.
yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. That's fairly good for you because that means it's Arnie's turn.
Well, that means he's gonna draw something.
Yep, he is drawing more.
Can we see what he's drawing with?
Yeah, he's got a pen. He's got a pen in his hand.
Just a regular old pen.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a regular old pen.
Am I anywhere near the ink splot I made on the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
But he scribbles out whatever he's drawing. Clearly, that did not work.
Okay.
Chain stab. Perry, Alex.
Oh, sorry. I did not realize that was directed at me, although I should have. 5.
All right. Chain does not stab you. The little revolver gives angry eyes at Mo and then shoots and misses.
Haha.
But Arnie groans as the glove around his neck tightens once again. Okay. Now we have this guy. We got a couple smart people doing things in the corners and a crazy guy at his ankles.
Am I the crazy guy?
Yep. You just ran in there, brass knuckles on, swinging like a madman.
Well, I need answers, so I have to beat him out of them. Oh man.
So, he kind of leans back. One of his legs kind of rears up, and underneath his boot is just spikes. They're like a foot long, just metal spikes as he tries to step on you.
Yep.
What's your parry?
Is it still affected by the wild attack?
Yes.
4.
All right. Well, I don't hit.
Wow.
But
So it's not the bit about actions. It's everything that you do that makes you roll a die counts as an action.
Okay.
Here, I'll post it up. So moving, you can move and shoot, and that's fine. And you can like move and talk, and that's fine. You could even move and talk and shoot, and that's fine. But if you move and talk and shoot and whack, that whack, which requires a roll, is what makes you take the -2 on everything else. So it's not so like walking won't do that to you, but
running will.
But running will, yeah, because you would have to roll a die to run. Yes. So any action you take that would require you to roll a die past your first action causes you to take a -2.
Okay.
Roughly what I said, but more specific. Thank you. As this spiked shoe kind of collides, basically right next to you, Mo, just narrowly missing you.
Uh-huh.
He just sighs. We don't need any of this. You could just die. That'd be great.
I mean, you could do us a favor and die too, and then your troubles will be over as well.
Oh, that's the beauty of it. I can't. I really can't.
How do you know unless you try?
It's your turn, by the way, and we can keep talking while you do a turn.
I have two schools of thought. One is outwardly more obviously helpful than the other, but my brain is immediately thrown into cartoon rules the world logic, and what I want to do, I don't think would work, but would be fucking amazing if it did.
Okay, what's going on? What are we trying? What are we doing? What are you thinking?
I want to.
You know, I don't want thinking. I just want to know what you're planning on rolling. What are we doing? What's going on?
Well, I don't know what I would roll to do the thing that would be more fun, but I want to go over to my ink spot and draw something of my own.
All right. So you're just gonna kind of dive at the smear in the ground and go for it?
Yes. My other thought is to just grab the revolver that tried to shoot me and use that, which seems like would make more sense than what I'm about to do.
What are we doing? I'm game for either. What are we doing?
I want to draw a grenade in the ink.
All right. I will once again have you roll spirit.
Okay.
It's gonna be your move action to get over to it, and this spirit roll is to give this a shot.
That is fine. Why is that not working now? Alright, so it's a D4 plus D6. Oh. Oh, that's a 6 on a D4.
Alright, so with his shoe still in the ground, you kind of dive over, figuring you can't pick the other one up if he's stuck, right?
Right.
He's gonna have no balance if he does that, and you quickly just smear the ink on your hands and start to scribble in it.
Uh-huh.
And it seems like this weird high contrast the room is offering up. This idea may have some merit to it.
Okay.
And you quickly scribble down this drawing. The problem is, it looks a little goofy, and it doesn't seem to come up off the floor.
Okay.
It's definitely there, but it's almost like it's behind a piece of glass.
Okay.
You just can't quite reach it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But that's what we got for right now.
To end my turn, I shout to my companions, "Get me a glove."
Right, I've drawn my cards. But while this is going on, I'm going to continue to mumble because how would you know if you haven't tried?
How do you...
Oh, I've definitely tried. That's the beauty of it. You're the one with flesh and blood. I'm Thought Incarnate.
Well, I mean, I'd imagine you're water soluble.
At one point, yeah.
So what are you made out of? An alien? A monster? What are we talking about? Obviously, ink's not ink when it fucking moves. So what's your blood?
He kind of. I'm doing another turn while this is happening.
Yeah.
He kind of leans in, getting real close to you, like he's gonna grab you by the lapels. I don't fucking know.
Show me where you
It's
pissed
not-
from.
It's not my job to know. It's his.
And is he pointing to Arnie?
He kind of nods at him, but yeah. Chain stab. Oh no, wait, not chain stab. You moved. Chain move. It kind of peels itself off the wall. And with like little cartoony nails, kind of pulls itself into a spidery shape as it begins to follow after you, Cartwright.
What's falling after me? Sorry.
The chain.
Ah, yes. Is it unwinding itself from the door, or?
It kind of peeled itself off and took on kind of a vague spidery shape as it's crawling after you.
Ah, I see. Gross.
Is it slash W?
Yes. Slash W and then whoever you're trying to do it to.
And you could also just message any one of us in Discord.
That's fair.
Be so much easier.
Having seen you take more shots, the little kind of maroon revolver turns over to Ward and fires a shot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we got 4 damage on you, friend. That's a whole ass wound.
Is it after toughness?
Oh, no, I forgot. What's your toughness?
6.
Oh, no, I didn't get you then. You motherfucker. But kind of in his still his still mocking position, this Toon Demon just kind of he goes to smear out the grenade you've drawn.
Okay.
But as he does so, he kind of pushes Arnie's face to the ground as he begins to draw again.
Okay. Does he wipe the grenade away?
Not effectively. You think you can still use it.
Okay.
If you can figure out like how these rules work, it's still there enough that like I said, it still looks like your drawing is behind the glass, but there's no way to access it. You can hear Arnie kind of gasping for breath. He's mumbling something, but as he does, he's continuing to draw. This time, what peels itself up, it looks almost like a very big super soaker.
Okay.
Except instead of water in the bubble at the top, it looks like it's lightning.
Okay.
And the glove around his neck lets go. Now holding on to this this weird kind of atom punk gun.
Okay.
But now we are at 6 of hearts.
Hey, that's me.
No, you're the 6 of
you're
diamonds.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
diamond.
Diamonds? I was one of them.
Um,
I was some kind of red 6.
so Cartwright, are you trying to gain control of the chains?
Yeah, I mean, it's chasing after me, so I figure I can probably knock it out and then use it
Yeah.
as a chain.
Yes, but be very careful. So I guess in character, get the chain, wrap the big guy.
Yeah, get the chain, wrap the big guy, do it, I dare ya.
Can I talk out of turn?
Sure.
Yeah. As long as people are still rolling, yeah. There's not
Okay.
infinite time, so Kenny keep doing stuff, but yeah.
Mo, right?
Yeah.
Try to get him to believe in himself to figure out a way to stop this guy. The creator. He's the creator. He can do anything.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you. We're playing by cartoon rules now, and lucky for you fools, I've seen my fair share.
Is that what you think my name... Arnie doesn't control shit, by the way. I'm controlling him. Is that what you think my name is?
Well, I don't even know what I just said.
We're playing by cartoon rules.
Oh yeah, you're a cartoon. You made out of ink.
I don't.
Six.
I
Bonnie, are you just a piece of shit? Does nobody know what you do? Kenny, do any roll. I don't care. Whatever you're trying
Yeah.
to do, roll something if
So-
we're going to continue a conversation.
I don't think I need a roll for this, but is this the character that Arnie was scribbling on the desk?
Some version of it, yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fair. In those drawings that I memorized, and I have that written down, is there any kind of weakness I can glean from that?
At face value, with no roll, no. What you've memorized appears to be like what should be the TV version of this character.
Okay.
What should be the big screen version of this character. This
Got
is
it.
something different.
Okay. So, all right. So, I'm sorry. I know it's my turn and I can do things. I'm just trying to parse out what I need. I'm going to use a movement action and not an attack, I don't think, but an interaction, and you can tell me what I need to do when that comes. I'm going to close the gap between me and the glove hand holding the fucking lightning super soaker, super shocker. And I want to gain control of both. I want to like grab it with two hands and peel the glove off the handle.
And it's going to be grapple. We just discussed that. So roll me a melee. Success means you've kind of grabbed it and it's shaken, and a raise means you have control, I believe is what Alex had said.
Melee, is that the same as fighting?
Fighting, yes, fighting.
Okay.
Sorry, this is the third setting I'm looking at in a week. I've got D&D stuff on the brain. We're playing in Savage Worlds, and my Wednesday game is a completely third other system.
I got a 4 and a 5.
All right, so effectively, what you've done is you've grabbed the hand.
That is fine.
You don't have control of it, but you definitely kind of like just you're holding this disembodied hand in place. It feels like it's cemented in place, but you've got it secured, so it doesn't seem to be moving on its own anymore.
Would it be an action to like force, like Jedi mind trick the grenade on the floor?
No, and the reason no is because it does nothing.
That's fair. Didn't think it would. Just I need to try literally everything.
Yeah, you focus real hard thinking it's gonna work, and you don't seem to get anything from it. And in case anybody wants to respond, I believe that's Kenny's whole turn. I believe the last thing he said was, "You think that's what my name is," and then belittled Arnie. Now we're on the 6 of diamonds, just in case we want to keep a dialogue going.
I'm trying to think of a witty comeback for what this dude's name could be. You said he looked like a cross between Oswald and what?
Yakko Warner.
Yakko Warner?
Big kind of droopy forward ears. It's gray, but very clearly the color should be a red nose, kind of like a
Okay.
big pair of baggy pants, but also like those classic kind of like goofy looking shoes. The rubber hose gloves, which he's not wearing, which lets you see these horrible clawed hands.
What year are we in?
1947.
Rudolph isn't around.
The song would be.
64.
The song?
Let me see.
And also,
Alex, it is your turn.
I would
48,
come back.
48.
I
Cool.
think
So,
Mr. Noodle suits you better.
Tucker,
What's up?
I'm a by the books, very tropey private detective. Yes. We have previously established that I do, in fact, carry at least one flask with alcohol in it. Yes?
Oh, I think I love this.
Sure.
I've got a drinking problem. I'd like to weaponize my drinking problem. I'd like to take out a flask filled with grain alcohol, or whatever spirit you'll let me have, but grain alcohol for preference.
Some good old Kentucky Red Eye. Some gut rot.
Some fucking Everclear. and I'd like to run up and just start dousing.
Starting with the eyes.
Dousing what?
The guy made of ink.
I'm calling him Mr. Noodle.
That's fine. Whether you hold the flask or not, I'm gonna make this a throwing roll.
That's fine. I'm just as good at throwing as I am at fighting. I'd like to take an aim if I can. Then.
That's fine.
Sweet.
As you call him Mr. Noodle, he just kind of glares at you.
That's fine.
Just big ol' furrowed brow, and as he kind of offers you this frown, you can see the messed up teeth inside. You really didn't read anything, did you? Arnie, are you that big of a screw-up nobody knows? It's Carter.
Hey. Heads up.
Carter.
I hook it. And I got a 6.
Would the...
Alright. In my mind, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, in my head you had moved over, held the flask, and kind of like threw it to cascade the water out. Are you instead just pitching the flask?
No, I'm working to make as big a splash as possible.
Okay. It lands on him and he seems mostly unfazed. However, the hammer appears to kind of rot away.
Okay.
Cool. Good. We've disarmed him. That's something.
He had the hammer set down at his feet, one of which is still kind of pinned in the ground from when he tried to stomp on Mo. And like I said, while he seems unfazed by this alcohol, the hammer seems to be melting under the drippings that are coming off.
Okay. Did the phrase or name, whatever you want to call it, Carter, ring any bells for me?
No.
All right, I'm feeling good. I am 2 turns in my dastardly plan.
Did you have a follow-up comment, Kenny?
No, because I think that just means we missed something.
Carter,
Like-
never heard of you.
That's the problem. I think we should have.
Yeah, no shit. Apparently, Ani's not doing anything with his job.
Yeah, he's being a real shitheel to Arnie. Arnie...
And you can kind of hear him. You can hear Arnie mumbling at Carter Tunington.
Carter Tunington.
Can I roll smarts to see if that rings a bell?
No, I mean you can, but if you don't see the terrible wordplay, that's fine.
I see it.
Well, I see that it says Tunington.
What?
Cartoon.
Yeah.
What was Mrs. Shaw's first name?
Lindsay.
I just want to shout Lindsay Shaw at him.
Lillian Shaw.
Lillian Shaw. I'm shouting that at him.
All right, Mike, what do you got? What are you doing with your turn? I will respond to Kenny in a moment.
Yeah.
So, the pen that he has in his hand, Arnie, is it a normal-looking pen, or does it look different?
Seems like a regular pen.
Mike, I am assuming that anything that uses ink in this building is the right kind of ink.
No. I'm trying to think if I take the pen away from him, if we stop things from being drawn.
That's fair. Go ahead and try it. My theory is that he was being touched by the magic ink beings, and I think that's the link that I'm missing to draw my own thing.
Fair. I am gonna try to take the. I'm gonna
Do it up.
go over to Arnie and still try to take the pen away.
All right, so it's going to be the move and grapple then. So roll fighting.
Fighting. What is that number? Oh, that's a good number.
I feel like I need to change the background from being 1940s detective movies to Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Well, I have not
Oh,
used.
go for it.
I have not used a Benny at all.
All right,
Currently at
so
4. I'm gonna go down to 3.
yeah, the 5 stands. So what do we turn that 1 into?
A 7.
Right. All right. So is this attack mostly targeting Arnie, or are you going for the pen?
I'm more so trying to take the pen out of his hand and then like trying to break it at the same time.
That's fine. Pen's an object. It's got much. You basically dive at Arnie, and you kind of knock him half over as you rip the pen from his hand, and basically just move down to snap it over your knee as you kind of take a knee. And as you do, this ballpoint pen looking thing that he was using, it almost squeals as this gnarly black blob jumps out of it into this weird swirling vortex that's behind him.
Behind Arnie?
Yeah, he's in front of like some kind of weird
Rift.
swirling light source. Yeah.
Oh, I completely missed that part.
He's being H.P. Lovecraft.
I mean, that's not the reference I would go for, but okay.
The other visualization I can think of is literally a Max Raid den, so I don't know what you're going for.
I didn't want to invoke the vibe so directly, but it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Like the whole circle into the Toon World.
Yeah.
I have not seen that movie in quite a long time, so I'll have to Google that.
All right. It's not super portally. It's just like that's you can't see through it, but it's that same kind of idea. Anyway, yeah, you snap the pen and this weird little black snot blob kind of jumps into the wall and seems to kind of fall into it.
Is it time to draw a card?
If no, no, I actually go last. I have a last thing I'm doing.
Because I am getting antsy.
I know, I have a last thing I'm doing. Chain stab.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a good ass movie.
Eventually, Chain will stab.
Was Jessica Rabbit made just for that movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of the characters were.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there are a couple of cameos. It is the only time in film that I'm aware of where Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse are on screen at the same time. But aside from that, it's pretty much all original characters.
I would have bet any amount of money that Roger Rabbit was a recurring, just before movie cartoon for a while. That's very surprising to hear.
It's an adaptation of a book.
That is super interesting. Thank you for that little bit of knowledge.
Yeah. The was originally based on a book.
As you hold on to the hand, Mo.
Yes.
Yeah.
From within the hand, another noodly arm kind of pops out and kind of passes off possession of the gun as it aims effectively point blank at you, and you just have this pained flashback.
To the fortune teller?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no, you're gonna get shot.
I know it's breaking sequence and it's not my turn, but can I, now that the gun is out of the glove's hand, and I'm still holding on to the glove, correct?
Yep.
Without forcing myself into a sustained grapple, can I reposition the hand to like just, I'm clutching it to my chest?
You're trying to get it to shoot the glove versus you.
Yes, but Yes, I guess. Yeah.
No.
Like I'm cool with still taking damage from it if that's what the end result will be. But like if I could channel the lightning through the glove into me,
It's not lightning. Nope, it's just gun.
is it the revolver or the lightning gun?
It's a lightning gun. Yes, it is. It is that big fancier gun. It just happens to have a lightning effect on it. It's definitely shooting a bullet.
Okay. All right.
I was trying to get to that in a moment.
Sorry.
But I forgot to say it when it happened. Based on something you whispered me, I did want to give you a Benny.
Oh, okay.
Because I like where you're going with some of these ideas. 13 damage.
Wait, does that immediately kill me?
Every 4 is a wound. 4 wounds and you're dead.
So
And subtract your toughness
So
from it.
what's your toughness?
6.
So how much damage was that, Tucker?
So, that'll be 7 total. That'll be a wound, 1 wound and shaken.
1 wound and shaken.
So yeah, you can probably spend a Benny to soak that, and reasonably, you've got a good chance. Well, what's your vigor?
My vigor is a d6.
Yeah, you're only taking 7. You would need to roll a 4. You've got a 50-50 to reduce that to just a shaken.
But
If you want to try to soak it.
my question is, I'd have to roll to unshake, I know that.
Yep.
But is the Benny better served trying to win the fight or not die as quickly?
Well,
If you take the wound, you'll have a
All
minus
of your-
1 at
yeah.
everything you do.
yeah, the wound will give you a -1 on all of your stats, all of your rolls.
But if I explode a d6, that's still a 5.
Okay, but I think you're much more likely to roll a 4 on 2d6, because you get your wild die, than you are to roll a 6 on command.
Yeah.
I think the smart move is to soak.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll immediately eat that Benny. And roll to soak. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's just unlikely.
That is unfortunate. There is your 1 wound. You're at -1 on things, and you have to unshake.
So -1, I'm wounded and shaken and have no bennies, so that was just the worst possible thing I could have done.
Well, no, you still did the strategically correct decision.
Yeah, but I'm worse off and if I hadn't have done anything. Which is fine. I gambled and it didn't pay out, so
I
That's fine.
still think you made the right choice.
what do I have to roll to unshake?
You have to get a 4 on a spirit roll.
4 on a spirit roll. Okay, thank you.
You can. I believe the way it works is you can take 1 action, but if you want both back, you have to roll spirit.
Wait.
If you get a raise on your spirit roll, you get your action. You get 2 actions that turn.
That means I have to get a raise to unshake.
No.
Because isn't my
You
spirit roll
roll
at a
a
-1?
What's your spirit
A
die?
d4.
So yeah, you would need to roll a 4.
Or a 5 or a 6 on the d6.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair. I do get 2
So, yes.
chances. Okay.
Yep.
Kenny, yes, being shaken is rough when you're a fairly low level character.
That's
It is
fine.
Not ideal.
Do we get to draw?
Yes, I've already got my cards, and it's on you guys.
Ugh.
Oh, hang on.
Nope.
Hang on. We might just give me 1 second.
Did you pull a
1
joker?
second. It says 54 cards, so there's got to be jokers in here. Because no joker's been drawn yet, which seems a little weird to me.
Well, I
Eh,
mean,
We're not even a quarter of the way through the deck.
yeah, we've had like 2 rounds of combat, and there are 2 jokers, so I don't think that's statistically unreasonable.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to my right.
Oh, that's a 4. I don't keep those. Get out of here, 4.
Here
Fuck
I
you.
am,
You
stuck in
ditch
the
five. You
middle
ditch
of
fives
the
too,
field.
right?
Yes. Hey, Jack Spade or diamonds. I can look at a shape and identify that shape. That's a skill that I have.
I wish I had that skill.
Okay. Or take your 5 from you. I still got a king, so I get to go first.
How dare.
But it's Arnie's king.
Well, I guess that's okay then.
I don't know. He's drawn shit, but I'm wondering if he gets to draw this turn because I'm wondering if my theory will hold water.
Well, more accurately, he's still being strangled, and he's going to fall to the ground.
Wait, how is he being strangled?
Was the glove still not around his neck? Mike took the hand away.
No, you said
Yeah.
the gun or the glove let go of the
yep.
neck to grab the gun.
And I'm holding on to that hand.
That's fair. I immediately forgot the thing I said. So then what's Arnie gonna do?
That's why I'm wondering if he's going to draw or not. Well, I guess he doesn't have the pen, but
Doesn't have a pen right now.
yeah, but like my next thought is I'm scared that he's going to draw in his own blood and it's going to work.
Fair. I did think of that, and well, I took the chance.
Hey, that's what we're doing. We're taking chances here. We got to figure out what the rules are if we're going to fucking beat this guy.
Well, whatever that was a 15.
I asked the dice what's going to happen, and the dice said do the thing.
I don't like you, dice. Damn digital dice.
It's just kind of Deus Ex Machina, which is appropriate because you are fighting a cartoon. He just has a other pen.
He just has. Yeah, because the professional cartoon artist carries one pen on him.
Kind of the logic here. However, he does not have quick draw, so he can't do anything with it.
How close am I to him?
Fairly.
All right.
Whose
but
turn
now-
is it?
Yours.
Awesome. I would like to extract from the pocket of my trench coat my trusty lighter.
You're gonna light it and toss it?
I'm not gonna trust like that. I'm gonna take my lighter and I'm gonna cross the distance and press flame to grain alcohol soaked ink monster.
All right. Melee at +2 seems fair.
Sweet.
Because you're not really trying to hurt him. You're just trying to connect.
Yes. I'm just trying to set him on fire. A totally normal thing to do. Evan.
All right, and we will see what comes of that on his turn.
Sweet.
What did you just do, Alex?
Well, last turn I covered the man in Carter in Everclear, and this turn I took a Zippo out of my pocket and pressed fire to the guy. I'm trying to set him on fire.
I'm
I
starting.
covered him in an accelerant, and I'm trying to set him on fire.
Did I ever get a response from yelling Elizabeth Shaw at him?
And Shaw and no.
Okay.
Finally! Alex, what's your parry?
5?
Oh. I get to hit you with a raise.
Well, shit. I don't like that at all.
I'm rolling these publicly. 6 damage.
I'll soak that. I have 5 to... Well, I'll just be shaken. My spirit dies fine. Yeah, I'll get shaken. That's fine.
Okay. Little baby gun. Oh, yeah, get a raise on Mike, too. This one's much meaner, though. There's not... Oh, I did GM roll. Sorry, it's 9 damage.
It's only 3.
What's
Yep.
your toughness?
That's the thing. Only 3.
Yeah.
I'm also shaking. Okay.
I'll take
I'll
it.
take a
That's,
shaking.
that's less turns for you guys. Kenny, what's Mo doing?
Mo is feeling conflicted. I think I just want to snatch that pen from him. Can I do that without letting go of the hand? Can I eat the hand?
Hey, you're standing, right?
I am standing.
And the guy doing the drawing, he's sitting, right?
Squatting. His shoes are kind of glued to the ground.
Hit him in the face.
I'm not sure that him being unconscious is going to change anything, and I want his power on our side. So,
Well-
do I...
Does your character have a smoking habit? Because maybe you can help me set this guy on fire.
I don't know if that's been established, and had I been asked previously to this fight, I would have said no to smoking because I don't like it. So I don't think it would be fair to just suddenly have a lighter.
That's very fair. My character is a collection of tropes.
And my
Uh,
character, I do not like smoking. So
Fair enough.
Kenny, I like pretty much everything you've said. Pick a path and run with it. Wait, you have to unshake.
I have to roll to unshake. That's a spirit
Hey,
roll.
that's a really good way to spend your turn.
Yeah. Spirit, we said?
Yep.
Again, you get one action. You can use it to unshake, and if you get a raise, you get your turn. You do still have one action if you want to do one thing instead.
At a -1, I'm going to roll to unshake because I have to get a raise to unshake anyway.
Well, an 8 your turn is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so go for it. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just reminding you.
Well,
Good turn, buddy.
yeah, all right. I was going to put an exclamation point, but I hit enter instead. Fuck.
Oh no, not Mike's turn. My turn.
Damn it. Damn it. I'm gambling and it's not paying off, guys.
The hammer goes up almost immediately. What little was left of it kind of just puffs up into ash and smoke in seconds. Carter, on the other hand, doesn't seem too phased by it. Roll smarts, Alex.
Sure. I'm just gonna zoop back upstairs.
Roll smarts and also give me a D4. These are two separate things. The D4
Yeah, no
doesn't.
problem.
The D4 doesn't get a wild die. It's just a D4.
I figured.
It can explode though.
Exploded did.
Okay, well that's gonna need a Benny from me. Okay, congrats on taking that Benny.
Yeah. I
That's
helped.
3. We're halfway through.
Explain to me what happened, please.
Well, he doesn't seem to care about it. It's real fire, and he's not real. His overextended body doesn't seem to be retracting.
Mr. Noodle, indeed.
Well, more accurately, this has now left him with one very long leg.
Good.
So I'm going to go ahead and guess
he's
he's taking
melting a
a
little bit.
penalty on movement.
He kind of leans forward, trying to readjust, and realizing that being on fire is doing this. No one is direct. Oh, you moved up to later
Yeah,
on.
my hand is pressed up against him. I've got to pull my hand away quick to avoid getting singed.
In which case he's going to since he cannot change shape as easy, he's occupying more space than he would otherwise, both next to Mo and Cartwright at this point, as he leans over and basically grabs onto Arnie's head and hand, drawing for him.
Yeah, if he was unconscious, then this would still happen.
And now it is Mike's turn to unshake.
Spirit, right?
Yep.
That is
A 4 will get you your turn, and 8. A 4 will unshake you, and 8 will get you your turn.
Because
All right,
exploding
you are
dice and a
now
raise are
unshaken.
2 different things.
Yes.
Sure glad I got shaken after I set him on fire.
All right, I have my cards. Y'all can draw yours.
10 of spades.
6 of clubs.
Okay, well that didn't work.
Jack of hearts.
Alex is first with the jack.
Oh, cool. I'll just throw away this other card that I drew because I thought the card that I drew didn't actually get drawn. Cool.
You got you
Well,
with
I'm
jack.
gonna unshake, please. Hey, I unshake.
Good turn. Now we go to a 10.
Oh, Kenny, the novel that Who Framed Roger Rabbit is based on.
Robert
like that
Radgett.
Sorry.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit is based on the novel Who Censored Roger Rabbit,
Ooh,
which was published in 1981.
okay.
So we know
Same year as
fire.
Ready Player One?
I'm sorry, I'm still chuckling about Robert Radgett.
Robert Radgett. Who framed Robert Radgett?
So is the guy still on fire?
Yes.
He is neither stopped, nor dropped, nor rolled.
So taking this into account that he seems to be weakened by the fire, I'm gonna try to take a shot at him now, aimed.
He also has not shut it down riding on top.
And the aim that's +2, correct?
He doesn't seem to be helped by being on fire, at the very least.
It seems to be more zombie rules. It might have made him more dangerous because now he's on fire, but he doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, but he can't retract. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that scene from Tarzan with the snake during the Phil Collins song?
18
No.
damage? Or 18 to hit.
Yeah, you hit with a raise. Congrats.
So that's 3.
Son of man, look to the sky, lift your spirit, set it free.
And aiming adds 2 to the damage, or no?
Yep.
So +3.
No, it didn't add 2 to the damage. Sorry.
aim adds
Okay,
to your
so
hit, not...
9 damage.
You
All
also
right.
+3'd it.
I know.
Okay,
My gun is a 2d6 plus 1.
nice.
Of course,
you-
the exploding die couldn't be here.
Yeah,
You have made me spend my my fourth Benny.
nice.
Uh,
And I'm gonna move away from
nope.
whatever.
You aimed.
Right. You're right. But yeah, it looks like it actually was effective. That when he's on fire, shooting will hit. I have
You
2
right-
bullets left.
You ring out a good shot, but it seems to just kind of like the bullet seems to scrunch up on top of him and fall to the ground.
So I kind of pictured like what happened in that one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh with the Toons, where the Blue Eyes White Dragon just kind of like spaghettis himself to avoid the shot.
Isn't there
No,
a?
The bullet just seems to be squished against him and fall to the ground harmlessly. I rolled to soak and I soaked it all.
Okay.
Um,
then
That was your 10. Now it's my 8.
Hmm.
But the 8 actually takes 2 turns. As Carter demands, by demands I mean absolutely forces, he might even be poking at the eyes of Arnie. Arnie begins to quickly scribble, and drops the pen in favor of picking up a fire extinguisher.
I told you, kick him in the head! He's
Um,
not our friend!
Yeah, but he's basically a slave. That's not good.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna set
the,
him on fire too, if it means I don't die.
the art on this fire extinguisher is not the same quality as the Atom Punk gun that he drew. But crude it may be, it does its job. And yeah, due to the weird positioning, which is now being quickly fixed, Carter is doused and quickly returns to a more stable form.
Well, dang.
But that was two whole turns to do that. So we're at Kenny.
What's my positioning right now?
You are next to Arnie by this weird, not quite vortex, holding a hand that is holding a hand with a hand coming out of it holding a gun. That shot you.
Wait, so I'm I'm essentially holding a hand that's holding a gun that shot me. I'm holding the gun that shot me.
No, you're holding the hand. You're holding the glove.
I thought
And out of the back of the glove is another hand, kind of reached out and around, that is holding the gun.
hysterical. I thought the gun was just free floating on its own.
No.
Okay.
No, because you're holding the hand in place, the gun is still in place where it is.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Do you remember what the fortune teller showed you?
In great peril, I hear and feel a gunshot. Meddling with forces beyond my control, I do not envy you. Chest gunshot.
Did you write that a second time?
Huh?
You just mumbled chest gunshot. Did you write that a second time?
No, I have it written once.
Okay.
I did paraphrase, which now I'm regretting. Why?
Hey.
Was I not shot in the chest?
No, you were.
Okay. In great peril.
There is one thing you've missed, but we'll deal with that. You have your turn. You can unshake or take one action.
Fuck! Is there an intercom in this room? Is that a thing yet?
I feel like no, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
Nope, there would be. 1894.
1894?
So there would be something that could, in theory, be used in such a way. We're 50 years past the telephone, so something like an intercom might exist.
Because now I'm wondering if I just... Paging Mr. Peril.
You know, like a pager could exist.
Back to the pager. I don't know. My gambles have not been pulling off as of late. Do I roll to unshake or do I just take my action?
If you take damage while shaken, what would shake you causes a wound.
Fuck. All right, so
you can take that one action, but if you take one damage and are shaken, that's one more wound.
I'm gonna try to roll to unshake, and if I somehow miraculously get my turn, I'm just against Mo's personal beliefs at this moment. I'm gonna try to fucking knock out Arnie because we can't have him helping anymore. Whether his powers are off the table for both of us, fine. It's better than the bad guy getting it. So 1d4 exclamation point plus a d6 exclamation point. That's not what I was trying to do. Exclamation point. Please be good to me. All right.
Identical.
I am just out of this fucking game entirely then.
That might be the case.
Yeah, Mo's gonna die without doing anything clever.
But it was foreshadowed.
It was, which pisses me off because I knew it was coming and I could avoid it. I just am rolling poorly.
If you happen to remember, what you wrote down was correct. She then showed it to you a second time.
Did she?
Yes.
When did she have the time to do that?
Before you let go. The whole scene played out, you said something, and then you saw it again.
So I get shot in the chest twice.
So saith the dice. I don't know why I said dice. I was going to say die, but I committed to dice.
I thought that I was seeing the vision again, not seeing the continuation. Okay, so I take 7 damage.
Nope, that's the hit.
My parry is 6.
No, it's a gunshot. It's a 4.
It's a 4.
Actually, I mean, it's going to hit regardless, but attack option summary, ranged weapons in close combat, pistols only, target number is defender's parry.
It still hits, but not as bad.
Just interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I hit GM roll by accident because I'm just reflexively doing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and Discord you the picture, my friend, just so you can see the truth behind my words. Oh man, Discord is having a fucking panic attack right now. Oh, it needs to connect. Can you guys still hear me? Am I on the internet?
Yeah, I can hear you.
We hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. What if I'm only gonna spend a moment longer on this. Just close a bunch of stuff on my phone so my phone isn't thinking about a million things at once, and try Discord once more. Okay, it opened up that time. So there you go. Just so you can see the picture, so you know exactly the damage that was dealt. It's going. It's slowly going.
Just
Maybe
say,
it's
where
not.
is it gonna show up?
I'm trying to DM it to you. I'm trying to build suspense for it because this was supposed to be a much faster moment that was fun, and you were supposed to get really tense before I told you it was a 3.
Oh, okay. But that gives me 1 wound, so I have 2 wounds in shaken
No,
still.
no. What's your toughness?
6.
So that's no damage.
Ah.
That's what I was getting at. I was trying to make it seem like this was going to be a big deal, and then you went, "Oh, no damage, cool."
Okay.
All right.
Is it new card time?
Yep, I've got mine.
Can I get something that's better than fucking mid, please?
9 of clubs.
Did Alex walk away?
No, I'm right here. Oh, it's the time to draw.
Yes.
Yes.
Draw time.
Yeah, the picture's still trying to send Kenny. I swear it's
I
a
have
3
that
that I
one.
rolled. I'm not bullshitting.
That's fine.
Hey, Ace of Hearts.
Oh, you're putting him in a weird spot. All right.
That's because I was zoomed in weird. Sorry.
All right. Ace goes first.
Excellent and good. I think you'll appreciate this, Tucker. So, I'm going for. I'm going to use the trick action.
Okay.
Describe action. Make an opposed agility or smarts roll. The opponent takes a -2 parry until their next action with a raise. You know what? Nah, no, never mind. That's not as good as I was hoping it was. That's a shame.
What was the plan? I might be willing to roll with it.
I was gonna do. I was gonna really lean into the camp, and do like the old slapstick, old like Looney Tunes and Three Stooges, eye poke gag,
But
playing into the cartoon shit.
that is exactly what we need to do as well.
So I'd like to make an attack, but I would like to manifest it in this very silly style.
What were you going for with the trick? Did you want to reduce his parry?
I'd like I'm poking him in the eyes, so I guess I'd like to disorient him in some way. Reducing his parry, make it a little harder for him to see us or like actively do what he wants to do.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You can go for a trick. Roll whichever of those numbers is higher, and if you pass, you'll take a -2 to parry.
Yeah, I thought thematically it seemed.
I'll even go bigger. -2 to parry and -2 to melee for the next round.
Ooh, all right. My smarts and agility are the same, but it's opposed. So I guess my question is, which do I think he's going to be worse at?
No, I'm just making this a roll on your end. This isn't
Oh,
opposed.
okay.
I'm tweaking the rules in your favor, just kind of going for it.
I'm going to use a Benny. Motherfucker!
Dude, Bennies do not like us today.
I'm gonna use my second Benny. I don't even care. I'm mad. I had a cool idea. No, something is wrong. Something is wrong. What the fuck?
This is my favorite thing, and I'm using it.
I fucking hate this. Look at all those look at all those ones.
We're leaning into it. This has gone catastrophically wrong in the best of ways.
God damn it.
Oh,
that's all my bennies. I'm fucked.
No, you use the one. The four ones has made me happy. We're leaning into this. You've only used one. You decide to just go for it. Just leaning into absolutely what's happening. This is bullshit. You don't know the rules. This has to work. And in fact, it does. The downside is you have received the same penalty. He sees what you're doing, and instead of blocking, leans into it and just jabs at yours too.
We're just both doubled over. I'm like, this hurts so much more than I thought it would.
Motherfucker! I can't. Fuck this.
Oh my god.
Now we are on that 9.
Boy. which is me.
You are unshaken.
Yep.
You are unwounded.
Right. So
I
what
will-
is on the board as of right now?
There is the Atom Punk gun. There is a revolver. There are the chains, and there is Carter, as well as Arnie.
Shoot.
Yeah,
Alright.
fuck this guy. I'm done. I'm done trying to keep him out of danger. He's gonna die one way or another.
For the record, if I wasn't clear about it, Carter basically puppeted him on his last turn.
Yeah, I am aware of that. At no point did I think he was doing this of his own free will.
So I want to do a notice roll to see if Arnie is in like if his eyes are basically pleading with us to end him, type of thing. Like he just wants it to end.
All right,
But
roll
I'm
notice.
also- But to tell you all the actions I want to take.
Okay.
And I also want to shoot either Arnie and or thing, depending on what the first swing thing tells me.
Okay, so we're looking at a -2 on both things.
Yep.
So rules as written: if you don't move, you can mitigate the -2 by aiming on the shooting roll.
Correct. So I'm going to roll my notice at a -2. So regardless, that's going to be at a Pacha! Well,
You have no fucking clue. You read nothing.
I have. Do I use a Benny? Because that is absolute garbage that I rolled.
You're only rolling one of them.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take aim and shoot at Puppet Master.
You're going for Carter?
Yeah.
All right.
No +2 because I have a -2. I am aiming. That's a 4.
Yeah, fine.
Do I get a -2 on the damage?
I'm gonna say no. That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay. Just go +1. 9.
They'll be shaken. That's fine.
Whew.
9 only shakes. Ugh. Yeah, that's my turn.
The 8 of spades.
So close.
These are 3 separate things, so don't look at the total and be scared. I'm just rolling 3d6 all at once. Wow, that's not ideal. So the first die is for the chains. Does a 5 hit your parry, Carter?
5
Alright.
matches. Is it match or is it exceed?
Match is good.
Match is good. 5 hits.
4.
4 does not beat my toughness.
All right, then you have been smacked by these cartoon chains, but are unfazed by it. A 4 does not match Moe's parry, correct?
No. My parry is 6.
So that shot does nothing, and then a 2 goes wide. Now it's Carter's turn.
No, it's my turn.
I have an 8.
I have a 7. Oh, sorry. Cart right. Sorry.
It's the cartoon's turn. He's unshakes. That's his whole turn now. So now it's your turn.
Okay. Do I?
Before you do anything,
Yeah.
you've been leaning into it and keep getting distracted by other things.
Uh-huh.
So I will give you a moment, in this moment, to stop and think about what options are here, even with one move.
I can either try to snatch a pen, knock out big boy Arnie, or try to utilize the glove. So I've got 3 options aside from having a whole turn. And
There's a laser gun, right? Like,
Yeah,
there's a laser gun on the ground. There's a laser gun that's made of cartoon stuff.
I'm third.
It did shoot a regular bullet, and it's not on the ground. It's being
Yeah, I'm third party holding the gun that's shooting me.
yes.
I don't know.
But the hand that you are holding is still shaken.
Okay, that's good. Do I kill the hand?
That wasn't your original plan.
You want me to stick to my original plan?
You keep jumping around, and I'm just trying to remind you of things that you had been trying.
I want this power on our side if I can't do anything else with anything else. And I'm not sure what the final piece of the puzzle is. I don't know if it's Arnie. I don't know if it's the hand. I don't know if it's just being in contact with the sentient ink.
Help if I told you I'd basically written ideas for everything you just said. So your original plan was to grab this thing and put it on, and then got distracted as other things happened.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shove my hand right up the Glovussy.
All right.
That was bad, and you should feel bad.
Roll spirit.
But I'm so if I get a raise on this spirit roll, I'm gonna be pissed.
You're not gonna be
be-
pissed.
You're gonna want that.
Yeah.
But then I could have done it and had my
Guys,
whole turn.
I'm telling you, you're gonna want this more than that.
Fuck yes.
Oh,
Yeah. This is in theory more fun than the other thing. You're still shaken, but as you kind of fight through that and jam your hand past, it definitely looks solid, but because the hand it was in the glove and might still technically be there, you're working with some kind of inverted space, so the glove is both empty and not when you stuff your hand in.
Okay.
It hurts.
Got it.
It's like something is jamming itself under all of your fingernails
Gross.
and then under the fingernails of every bone in your hand.
Gross.
Like this is an incredibly unpleasant sensation that results in your arm turning black.
Yes.
But by the end of it, your arm doesn't seem to fix. It has that same kind of very Adventure Time-esque curve to it instead of an elbow. But the Atom Punk gun is now in your hand.
Nice.
Also, any stat below a D8 is now a D8.
Wait, for
oh,
real?
dang.
Yeah. Any one of your 5 stats that was less than a D8 is now a D8.
So, you mean to say all of them?
You know, for now, we'll see what happens.
That's amazing.
But there's that 7, and now I got a 2.
That's...
Thankfully, Mike turned and shot Carter. So that leaves Arnie alive.
It's not my turn.
Your turn was to gain this power that you so sought.
Yes.
And I'm curious what you're going to do with it, because I know what you can do with it.
Yeah.
You can hand me a gun that has infinite bullets.
We don't know that.
Arnie reaches forward and begins drawing on the portal.
Okay. What's he drawing?
Is he trying?
It's pretty abstract right now. It takes more than a turn to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my cards, and y'all can pull yours. That's not my favorite way to draw that, but
I
okay.
was super hoping for a Joker.
Ooh, King of Spades.
One higher than me.
Ree. Oh fuck! I have a
That's-
10. I'm still going last.
You're not last,
Okay.
but the question really would be, how badly do you want that Joker?
pretty bad.
All right.
Wait, what?
All right, your turn.
Wait, what?
I mean, your chest hurts now, but yeah, you got a Joker.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no! Hey, guys, this is it for Mo. I'm being corrupted.
Oh, cool.
The more I use the power, the shittier this is gonna be. But now I'm wondering if I could use my first trick again, or my second trick. No, first? I forget. Can I hijack Arnie's drawing and turn it into the end of a sewer pipe?
You said the thing that should answer your own question.
I said a lot of things just now. I'm being corrupted?
Before that, what don't you have? Versus what do you now have?
I don't know what I don't have. Huh?
Okay, well, what do you have?
A magic glove that's turning me into an ink monster.
Be a little more broad than that.
A god?
A cartoon arm.
I have a cartoon arm. I no longer have a real arm?
There's a whole bunch of things in play that might help with.
Okay. Yes, okay.
You wanted to do cartoon things.
Yeah, but I also wanted to summon my fucking Rat King friend to help us out. Which no guarantee he'd take one look and go, yeah, no, fuck that, and leave. So, okay. Okay, I'm still shaking.
Do you want to be unshaken?
Does the Joker do that for me?
It gives you a +2 to try to +2 on all your actions this turn. So if you want to try to use this bonus to unshake with a +1, this might be your best chance to do that.
Oh, gamble, grumble, grumble.
You still have an action at effectively +1 because you're wounded.
Oh, wait. Hold on. My spirit rolls a D8.
That's true. So it'd be D8 +1 right now.
Yeah, I'll take that odd. D8 +1.
Yep, and a D6 +1.
And we'll just add 1 to it. 5 becomes a 6. I unshake. I don't have my turn.
Correct.
Is there anything I can do that isn't classified as an action? Can I pass the gun to Ward? Is that an action? I don't know if it'll work for him.
I'll allow it. You toss the Atom Punk gun at Ward.
Okay.
He doesn't catch it. It's just at him now.
That's fine.
So King of Clubs.
Spades.
The fucking King's turn. The good King's turn. Alex's turn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry,
so I am.
I retract that sass. I didn't realize there was a second King.
No worries. Well, I'm gonna.
While Alex is paused, Kenny, my answer for you for a little bit at least is going to be, how badly do you want it?
Yeah, I got it.
Are we ganging up at this point?
Yeah, we're about to.
Yes, you could.
Okay.
You will get a +1 on fighting rolls because you are next to Mo. Because Mo and you are both on the same guy.
Okay. And can I apply that to a grapple?
I want to say no.
Sure then.
Because the same logic applies that it does in D&D. Once you're grappling, anything Mo tries to punch has a chance of hitting you.
Makes sense.
Which no longer seems to be helpful from ganging up.
Yeah, I was thinking sort of like a dog pile kind of thing, but that makes sense. I'm gonna go for a grapple.
Your earlier comment, Tucker, is just making me chuckle right now. I walk into a room as a fucking 1940s back alley broker, see a giant cartoon monster, and go, "Yeah, I'm gonna punch it."
So I've got this club, right? I want to try to, like choke him with it, grapple, grab, use it for a little extra leverage, get him in that, like two arms, grabbing it, get it around the neck.
I'll give you +1.
Baller. Grappling, fighting roll to grapple. 6 + 1.
Is the second hand still coming out of the glove? Okay.
I got a 5. Does that
you-
hit his parry?
Yes. Because both you and he.
Yeah, because we're both all messed up.
Yep.
So he can make a strength or agility check to break free, and on my follow-up turns, I can make an opposed strength or agility check to cause damage.
So
But I
other
don't have
king,
to make any roll to maintain the grapple, which is nice.
other king's turn.
Me.
I've got him. Sorry, that's not the right voice.
I'm gonna.
I've got him in a hole. Now'd be a great time to punch him in the fucking head.
You have the Atom Punk gun at your feet, Mike.
Yep, I'm gonna pick that up. Does it feel like it shoots like a normal gun?
It's got a trigger. It certainly is top heavy. This lightning sure does weigh a lot.
So you're holding him, Alex?
I am behind him. I've got my club, my little billy club between my hands, and I'm choking him with it. So if you're in front of him, I'm kind of holding him. Great, I full on human shield, or whatever the size of this guy is.
Full Nelson, I believe, is what it's called.
A little bit less than human. He's just over 3 feet tall.
Oh,
But
I thought he was so much bigger than that. I was expecting like a 7-foot scrawny guy.
No, he was longer for a bit.
So he is the guy who threw the janitor in the closet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's what I thought, but the size didn't make sense to me. Got it. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna take an aimed shot and hope that the bullet doesn't go through and shoot Alex also,
small cat. I mean, it's a pistol.
or whatever this ion cannon thing I'm holding shoots.
I believe we've already established that it just shoots regular bullets.
Yeah.
I wasn't shot by it.
Well, we'll see what happens. So roll shooting.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what this. A 5.
Now roll spirit for me.
Okay.
Good boy.
Excuse me.
Oof,
I'm
rough.
gonna use a Benny.
Ouch.
Using a Benjamin.
4.
All right. Yeah. You as much as you don't want to believe this thing is a thing, it holds kind of like a gun. You can position it kind of like a gun, so you think you can shoot it kind of like a gun. You're real uncomfortable with all of this.
Oh yeah, no, this does not work. This shouldn't work.
If quack like gun.
This is definitely gonna cause Ward some nightmares for a while. This is worldview ruining, and now you're leaning into it. This is getting real hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But go ahead and roll. I was throwing 2d6 for it, so go ahead and roll 2d6.
Any pluses on it?
Nope, just 2d6.
We're gonna have
15.
Okay, I'm gonna have to eat a Benny with that.
That's number 5. No. 4? 5. No, that is 5.
5. Yeah, 5.
I forced a joker. Does that mean we shuffle?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, to be fair, you picked the right time to want it because I happened to draw a Joker and we traded cards.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't just magically pull that out of the deck. I happened to have it, and you said it, and I'm like, I know what I want to happen.
Okay.
I just went downstairs to shovel a spoonful of ice cream into my gaping maw,
Oh fuck, we have ice cream.
and my fat fucking idiot little bastard man. Yeah, you better fucking meow annoyedly. Is sitting not just on the counter, but on the little drying mat for where we wash and dry dishes. Just laying on the fucking drying mat like a little bastard.
Yeah, swinging around by the tail.
This gun seems
would
to
be
be more
bad.
effective, Ward. He seems to be hurting after this one.
Nice fucking roll, dude.
I like this one.
But now it's my various turns. All right. Well, there goes my last Benny. I'm getting a turn. What to do though?
I would appreciate a witty comeback.
Did you say something? Can I respond to something? I don't remember.
I am now part cartoon, so there's that.
It's hard to maintain the banter over several turns.
Yeah. Part tune, if you will. It's very hard not to make modern day references and jokes. Because
I just realized, Kenny, you didn't need to use your Benny to try to roll to become unshaken. You can just use a Benny to become unshaken. Which Tucker just did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Well,
It still would have cost a Benny either way.
yeah,
Like,
I would have had an extra turn, is the thing.
But now we're here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
So you got him pinned down by the neck.
Yep.
He's getting shot at. But he's got powers back, and Arnie has a pen. And there is still a gun in play.
A sentient, angry gun. Hey,
So
you know what, Tucker? You've proven the rule that guns do kill people, not people.
so we're just gonna kick Ward.
Fair.
Nope, I guess we're not.
Fair.
But we're gonna shoot Ward again.
Fair.
Quick, shoot the
No, we're
bullet
not.
out of the air.
Fair.
We're gonna go ahead and try to chain stab at Cartwright again. Nope. All right, good turns, me. So now it's Arnie's turn before we shuffle back up. Let's see. Arnie's going to continue working on that drawing. This purple and blue haze appears to be disappearing more. There's some sort of picture forming at the end of it, almost like the back end of whatever tunnel this is falling forward. Everyone can draw more cards.
I would love to everyone can draw more cards.
The king of clubs.
So, Tucker, my arm is a cartoon and my chest is hurting, right?
I got the jack of hearts.
Is my neck
What is my-
involved yet or no?
What is Mo wearing for clothes?
I'm picturing a what is it called? Is it a pork pie hat? You ever watch The Wire?
No.
It's the hat that's got a bill, but it's also like a beret at the same time, like a French beret, but it's got, you know that?
Newsboy hat.
Huh?
You got a newsy cat.
Yeah, exactly. A newsy cap, just a average suit tie with like a big, not big, but like a trench coat, like a.
Wanna?
That's fine. I got what I need. You can tell based on your wrist and your hand that your arm has changed, but this new pain in your chest does not necessarily. You can't see anything that's going on with it currently.
All right. Okay.
Is there anything you want to happen?
I want to have so many actions on my next turn.
Well, I can't quite do that, but let me know if there's something you want.
Okay, all right. There is something I want. I want a functional extendo hand from that glove like there was before.
That's fine. But that doesn't change anything that's happening first.
That's fine.
I basically wanted to find out if you wanted to go first or not.
No, I'm fine with my position.
At which point Arnie continues drawing, and whatever is on the other side of this portal continues to it seems to be coming crashing further forward.
Yeah. We gotta stop that.
But that's my ace of clubs, and we are now on the jack of clubs. Nope, king of clubs. I don't know why I said jack. It's a king there. King of clubs. Jack isn't even of clubs. So, Mike, I think that was your king of clubs.
That is me. So the cartoon looked like it was injured somewhat at some point.
Yeah, you shot him real good.
The other guy's still drawing. Does it look like he's closing the portal, or does it look like he's trying to through?
Oh, he's bringing something through.
Yeah, it looks like whatever's on the other end of this portal is being more thoroughly connected to this. The length of the portal appears to be shortening.
Can I aim with 2 guns?
No.
You can aim twice with one gun.
And that'll be a good turn.
So I'm going to take the new gun, aiming at the head honcho, and shoot again.
Okay.
So aiming, so it's +2. That is a 5.
Excuse me very much.
5 and a 3.
All right, you hit.
And 2d6 for 12 damage.
That is unpleasant. All right, he's starting to not look great.
Seems like you can get hurt, eh? That's my turn.
Should my... Yeah.
He's been recoiling, but there doesn't appear to be any sort of blood, and he just smiles at your comment.
Does...
A big horrifying, grinchy smile.
Does my current physical situation... Should that be reflected in my mentality at all?
Alex, your turn.
Well,
Did you say no to my question?
You did say no to your question.
Okay.
I've got this man's in my grapple.
But I will give you a Benny for checking in about that. I appreciate that.
Ooh. Thank you.
Your question was, should I fuck my friends up? And I appreciate you checking about that. So what do you got, Alex? You're currently holding on to him.
Yes.
Damn, I should have
Anybody can
asked.
make a free notice roll.
I should have
make a
asked
free
to go
notice
before
roll.
Alex.
Do you wanna? We can do that.
A 5.
Is that something you want?
Unfortunately, I think that is something I want.
I notice.
A whole bunch of stuff needs to get noticed right now. What Arnie's doing is very distracting. Whatever is crashing towards this side of the portal, which is currently drawn over one of the exec's doors, is coming up close, and you can start to see, like, kinda sky, but like a hellish sky.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Also, Arnie's bleeding a lot. The front of his shirt is soaked in blood. He's drooling it. This guy's bloody. Really, really bloody.
He's gonna die, and there's nothing we can do about it. Either we cause it or we let it happen.
Um, but Mike, did you roll notice?
I did. I rolled
At-
a
At
7
5,
out of
right?
5. Yeah.
Okay. You get the same thing, most of what Alex does. But Alex, you kind of also pick up on what Kenny's got going on right now.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm not done. I'm not done talking about what Kenny's got going on right now.
Okay.
Kenny, that grenade you drew is definitely there now.
Nice. Who's closest to it?
Nobody really. It's in the middle of the room, and y'all are kind of by the wall.
That's fine.
Similarly, Cartwright and Ward definitely just see a drawing on a wall. This is some sort of swirling vortex that really wants you inside of it.
Ah.
There's definitely a 3D depth to this that there wasn't a moment or two ago.
Mm-hmm. I know what I have to do.
I hope we're on the same page, because if it was without me saying it, that'd be sick as fuck.
It's definitely not. We're definitely on opposite pages, but I know what at least an unaltered mind state Mo would do in this moment.
Okay. Well, you're in a bit more pain at this point, but you have stolen that jack.
Okay, so there are, because I have to call it before I do it. If
you want to do multiple stuff, you got to say it first.
yes, I want to do multiple things. I want to utilize the extendo arm that I requested. I want to attack, and I think I want to. I don't see another way I can, even with cheating, fudge moving that grenade closer to somebody else.
That's not entirely true. If you want help, you can have help. You're effectively cheating right now.
I am cheating. So my first two actions that I know I want to do.
But before you do that, but I want to draw attention to something and see if I can get you there without directly saying it.
Okay.
A lot of what was in play before looked fake as shit.
Yeah.
Now that you are being effectively dragged into this world, it is noticeably more real.
Right.
Which means someone else has definitely been seeing this as noticeably more real.
Yeah. Okay.
And that person also happens to be currently shaken and having will have a harder time resisting.
Okay. I see what you're alleging, but I don't know how I would get there.
What do you think I'm saying?
I think you're saying I am currently on this turn in a more dominant role, more in control of the cartoon elements around us than the monster is?
That is not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying you and he now follow similar rules. So if you're seeing this portal as 3D and having depth, so does Carter.
Right. So
And what has Carter had to do this whole time?
force Arnie to do stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be able to draw his own way out of shit.
But I potentially could.
Alternatively, Arnie has made a very clear and detailed portal to hell.
Yes.
And while two of you don't see it as that, it's just a very creepy drawing that keeps changing on the wall. One of you sees it definitely as a portal.
Ah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I got you. That's not what I was going to do, but I like it. I like it.
I'm only drawing extra attention to it, one, because time, and two, because is still shaken and grapple.
Okay. All right. All right. So, okay. So he's shaken. So he takes his penalty for shit.
He's also pretty wounded, so there's more penalties.
He's also pretty wounded, and I would like to point out that I clearly stated I put my brass knuckles on before the glove.
Okay.
So my brain tells me if I want to, I can ink cartoon magic the brass knuckles into these big, gaudy, like spike-filled things, or like a boxing glove, and use that to my advantage.
Okay.
I want to. I was hoping to somehow work in a frying pan, but I don't think that's gonna work. All right.
I have laid all of my cards on the table. I'm not going to get any more specific. I know what I want you to do. Let's see what happens.
I want to force Mr. Noodle, because I forget the name, Carter. Right, Carter?
Yeah. Huh?
Mr. Noodle. I want to force him into the portal.
Roll strength for me.
Which, Tucker, is a D8.
It is a D8. You are correct.
Is there any way that I can help with this?
You have-
Vis-a-vis, I am holding this man.
So,
Yeah, you have already helped. He's shaken.
so my original multiple action plan was going to imbue Cartwright's baton with this cartoon power to see if that helped us moving forward.
All right.
Would that be beneficial now? That's kind of cheap asking the DM.
It's up to you. Like I like the first plan because I know where it goes after that.
All right.
You want to try to shove him into hell.
I'm trying to shove him into hell, and I still have
that's what I
the
was going to start doing on my turn too. Yeah.
the extendo arm that I requested can still come in handy here. So I'm going to do that strength check first. I'm fucking stoked right now, Tucker. That's not the right one. That D8 plus a D6. 4 and 3. All right, a 4 is a pass. It's not a raise, but it's a pass.
The beauty is he has significantly more wounds than you.
Okay.
So, is there anything specific, or would you like me to narrate?
Feel free to narrate, but I'm picturing like this might get weird, and if it's not a reference anybody else gets, I'm sorry. Like an old school black and white cartoon where like a character's drowning and like just grasping at anything and it's just like crumbling apart. I'm doing that to him to get him through the portal.
Yeah, kinda. From your current position, you reach this this new arm you have out, and there's no problem with this. It seems to be almost second nature. Your ability to just kind of extend it. It's almost like it's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
And you just grab him by the whole face and just drag him across the ground and push him into this hole in the nothing wall.
Uh-huh.
And like you said, he's just kind of flailing and grasping, swearing, mumbling into the palm of this hand,
Mm-hmm.
Until the entirety of his form is within it.
Okay.
The downside is it seems to be very hard to pull your arm back out.
Okay. Then
Now we move on to the 7 of spades.
do I have a second action?
Wait, didn't we skip my turn? Isn't that?
Yes, you are the 7 of spades now. You traded.
Oh, okay.
Because
Oh, that's how that happened.
I had one more thing I was planning to do with
Sure.
the portal. And
Fair.
if it causes me harm, I am fine with that. With my second action, I want to just scratch at the drawing on the wall to sever the connection.
All right. We will get to that in a moment.
Okay?
You got that 7? So Alex, your go.
Okay, so the dude is no longer in my
Yeah.
arms.
You find yourself at the start of this turn basically pressed to this wall, no longer holding the form you had a moment ago.
Okay. So in this room, what is still a threat? The chain spider.
And a revolver, an angry-looking revolver.
Is the revolver moving around?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like 6 inches off the ground, and it's got a pair of hands that it's using to pull its own trigger.
It's better than what I was
adorable.
picturing. That's amazing.
All right. I'd like to throw my trench coat over the revolver to, like, blind it.
Good move.
Okay.
I want to use my trench coat to try to sack the revolver and get it in the bag and grapple it.
Yeah. All right. I'm game. Go ahead and take +2 on it.
Sweet.
Whoop, whip, and whap. 7 versus its parry.
Yeah, you grabbed it.
Sweet.
You have sacked this itty bitty gun.
Cool. Next turn, I'm gonna swing it around and smash it into a wall.
Mike, you went first, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't skipping your turn because I did some card shenanigans.
Nope. You did my turn.
Well, chain stab. Nope. All right, cool. Good turns, most of me. So everything you've done Mo has done up to this point appears to be working.
Okay.
Arnie looks absolutely exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
He is still bleeding profusely,
Mm-hmm.
but you never really saw him ever get hit.
Yeah.
At which point he just kind of pulls up his sleeve and begins to smear on the portal as well. And the last thing you see is just this kind of missing-toothed, furious face just give you the double birds.
Okay.
As he too is smeared away.
Okay.
Something else is smeared away, however.
Okay.
Your whole ass arm.
Yeah, what hand did Mo put the glove on?
One-handed Mo?
Yeah, whatever arm that's on is gone.
Okay.
You held him in there and you wiped the portal away and he's gone, but so is that arm.
Well, it looks like I just became left-handed.
But the you are no longer, your chest still hurts, but you are no longer able to see the grenade on the ground. It goes back to kind of being underneath this glass.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah, that's about where we're at. If anybody wants, do you mind if I just kind of finish as opposed to drawing new cards, just kind of finish this off?
That's fine with me.
Sure. I was just gonna use the gun in a sack to sort of brain the chain spider.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Cartwright, just in this steadily approaching rage and or frustration, just swings his wadded up trench coat with his little gun inside. And after a good connect with the chain, both seem to go out. And a couple more whacks, and you definitely have this gun in pieces. By the time you open your trench coat, it's just a stain on the inside. And Arnie just kind of takes off his shoes and shambles over, and just begins to smear out the what he can of the chain before it just kind of turns into an ichoric puddle. At which point he falls on his knees and then falls over.
I'm sure that's fine.
Yeah. This weird dimming effect and high contrast kind of fades out of the room as everything just kind of returns to what you would describe as normal dark. And that's it. That's what we got here. So who's doing what?
I'm immediately going to see if this man is still breathing, if he's bleeding out, if there's something that can be done.
All three, yes.
Cool.
Am I bleeding
Well,
out?
Where's this man's bleeding from?
He's got a couple of gunshot wounds in his stomach, and he's still coughing up a bunch of blood. Mo, you are not bleeding out. In fact, other than this ache in your chest, it doesn't even hurt.
Okay,
Oh, sure
cool.
glad I don't have a gun on me. Real glad in this moment. I am so happy in this moment that I don't carry a gun.
Would you kill this man?
No, because it can't be pinned on me when we all inevitably go to jail.
All right. Okay.
We have a bleeding out studio executive, and we are the only 3 people here.
He's not an exec, he's just an animator.
Either way, we got some man who's bleeding out. I'm going to try to staunch the bleeding. I'll like tie my coat around his stomach like a bandage.
Your trench
Just to
coat would
try to-
have like a bathrobe like tie on it. You could probably use as like a tourniquet.
Tourniquet? No, you can't really tourniquet the middle of a guy's body.
Not effectively. Oh
Yeah,
my
correct.
smarts are back to a D. Well, I guess it was a D8. All right.
Yes,
that's okay because I got a 9.
Yeah, you've had to do stuff similar to this before. You're fairly confident you can stall this for a bit longer. He's definitely gonna need to get out of this building real fucking quick, but if you move quickly, this might go well for him.
Yeah, I'm gonna staunch the bleeding and fucking move quickly. Come on, oh, gotta find the voice again. God damn it. Come on, you mooks. This man's bleeding out, and I'm not looking to spend the rest of my life in Sing Sing.
As soon as you say life, his pen explodes.
Cool.
In what capacity of explode? Are we talking like
Not like a
it
grenade,
pops?
just
Or
it just pops.
okay.
Yeah, this isn't damaging, and no one's particularly close to it, but the pen he was using before just kind of explodes. It shatters.
Cool. So are either of these mooks gonna help me escort this extremely
yeah.
wounded man?
Oh yeah.
So no.
Are you You're not bleeding out? You've got one arm?
Yeah,
You can get doors.
Yeah.
but like
What are you just gonna sit there and watch like a putz?
no, there's still this whole who did it.
Yeah, you know what's more important than that? The man bleeding to death.
Yeah, but you guys got it.
Who might be able to corroborate a story.
Yeah. Oh, go to fucking prison.
All right, fine, but like I'm still pinning this on Miss Shaw.
On the way down, Arnie kind of slows his breathing as I'm not gonna this is gonna stay in narration for the most part, but he kind of shares what's been going on. A few months ago, things had taken a turn. The studio had found a cheaper source of several supplies, notably ink,
Mm-hmm.
that the church was selling at at cost. That's what I want to say, right? That means it's cheaper.
Yeah.
So they'd been doing that. Unbeknownst to anyone in the studio, there was definitely something fucking up with it. And the first complete drawing of this character, Carter Tunington, basically ripped himself off the page. Maddened as a 2D character in a 3D world, just fucking went apeshit. When he found out that Smith was trying to mess with the order of things, he decided it was correct to take him out. And then when Arnie prepped to go, tattle, reasonably, Carter had held his family hostage.
Mm.
He has been doing his best to find a way out of this ever since.
Okay.
He'd been worried he was too linked to the character, and a certain detective has confirmed that for him.
Me?
Yeah, you shot the cartoon, and he's got matching wounds.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't piece that together.
It seemed Carter didn't want himself to go out with Arnie. Rather, if he went out, he wanted to make sure Arnie went down with him, is what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way down, he just kind of reaches for you as he requests your gun.
No. No.
Shaw and Peril will believe me over you if I have the weapon.
Give the man the gun.
Didn't that gun turn to dust?
No, my actual gun. There's one bullet left.
All
Hey,
right.
the police officer has a regular old gun.
That's
a regular
fair.
real-world gun.
Give the man your gun.
He's not going to request past, can I have it? If you say no, he's not going to fight you for it. He's not exactly in a good condition for that.
No, I'm gonna give it to him, but I'm gonna take the last bullet out of the chamber before I hand it to him.
Fair, I see what you're getting at. He just kind of... he kind of wipes... presumably wipes your fingerprints off of it as he just proceeds to touch it a whole bunch and hold on to it. He's definitely gotten a good deal of blood on it. Yeah, the vote to decide what was going to happen to the studio was basically a trap for both Peril and Shaw,
Okay.
as Carter was planning on killing them both and basically having Arnie seize control.
So where does Dacre fit in?
I'm assuming not.
Yeah, she didn't really have much of a clue about this.
Wow. All right.
She was basically head of his department, but she seemed to have been startlingly free of it all.
Okay.
And as you get down, the lobbyist will call 911 immediately. And it's almost like they're fairly close by. As you head out through the lobby, you hear about this shootout at the church. Rather, at the Japanese theater between the church and the mafia. To wit, the mafia had dealt a fairly significant blow to the church.
Good.
Startlingly few casualties. But people keep talking about this bright light that was flashing, and that's about all that ever comes of it.
Bright light
The portal.
Nope.
at the
At the
Chinese
chur-
theater.
Yeah,
Oh,
the theater.
What could that have been?
Kind of like a flashbang, but more colorful. But after this, Mike, roll a d6 for me.
Exploding or not?
No, just a d6.
4.
4 feels like a good roll. 6 feels like it would be a success. So you're not let go for this. You're able to cover up yourself so that the police, the rest of the corrupt department, doesn't seem to follow the tracks. There was a much bigger thing going on at the theater, so you're able to kind of get off scot-free.
On the day that I get told I can go back to work, whatever, I will contact. What is Alex's character's name?
Cartwright.
Cartwright. Looking for a new partner?
What?
You looking for a new partner?
Provided we can bring in some business, I could definitely use an extra head to do a little bit of thinking.
At which point he puts in his notice of quit and leaves.
Yeah, I don't think a 2-week notice. It's a I'm done. Bye.
Fuck you guys. Shaw makes good on her payment. In fact, with Arnie kind of corroborating the heroism, y'all get a bonus to it.
Nice.
Nice.
A man has died, but Danker now takes his place at the head of the studio. And is
Yeah.
there anything else anybody wants wrapped up?
What happens to the animation department?
It takes a bit of time to recover. A significant amount of damage was done to a lot of the studios themselves,
Mm-hmm.
but after a couple of months, everything seems to recover accordingly.
So the animation studio sticks around? Department? Okay.
Who all got shot up by the mob at the theater?
10-point bucks in the hospital.
Fuck.
Oof.
That shouldn't surprise anybody, though.
Yeah.
There's a reason he got that name. A good deal of church underlings died, and I'm assuming somebody's going to question about the Flash.
Yeah, I what is the Flash?
Well, going behind the scenes, the church is actively trying to eliminate anything supernatural, and they've delved into the supernatural to do so.
That's fucking wild to sell supernatural shit to a company that deals in making unnatural things.
Well, they were trying to make money off of it, and they did. They didn't know that the Iker was gonna be able to bring anything to life. That would have been news to them that they supported more supernatural life in the world.
Okay.
But the Flash was the imbuement of this Icor shattering. In the fight, they were attempting to heal, and basically they lost their magic throughout the course of it, rendering the Icor just inky.
Got it. What came of my mole in the mailing room?
What was the plan with that again?
I was just hoping to get insider knowledge about the trading, so maybe that could have been used to.
That's right. This is why Mo can know any of this.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say
Yeah.
because maybe we can bring the church to justice and everybody get arrested and the church is put out of business.
Not quite, but you can break a significant hold on the church. They've lost a lot of credibility after this, and you can kind of further sow seeds of doubt.
Cool. I like it.
The power of the church being reduced significantly. The other side of that, meaning the power of the mafia, has a huge chance to go up. Which
Yeah.
it's not necessarily great, but the evil you know.
But the more organized crime there is, the less random acts of violence there are. So.
Like I said, I'm not necessarily the best conclusion, but that's where we're ending, and y'all can ask anything you want about the world.
That's amazing. I am listening, but I have to run to the bathroom before I explode.
I'm curious what the other days were gonna be that we magically skipped.
Well, fuck you, Mike. You absolutely dictated the entire plot 20 minutes into episode 2.
Did I?
Yes, you correctly guessed the entire plot 20 minutes into the second episode. Not quite verbatim, but like you fucking just found the treasure chest, opened it up, and went, "Oh, okay." And I did everything I could for the next session and a half to like make you think anything else.
And it was working.
Yeah, I had to do quite a lot of bullshit in the meantime to make it seem like like you didn't just correctly guess everything. The two chapters you skipped were a big chase scene.
Oh.
But you had already committed to it being a cartoon character, which was the reveal at the end of the chase. So like, why hammer that home? And then episode 5 is basically, how the fuck do we fight a cartoon? What are we gonna do with this shit?
Gotcha.
But those seemed a lot less relevant when you'd kind of already blown past the reveal and decided to commit to it.
Fair.
The only other thing I want to share is I was trying to get. This is the only time where the reveal of the supernatural wasn't at the ranger station.
Oh.
They just have Bigfoot. He's just hanging out in the ranger station.
Ah. Was that something we would have found out?
Yeah, they don't expect visitors, so if you just go out there, Bigfoot's just chilling in their living room watching TV.
Hilarious.
That's amazing.
And in both other times I've run this, that's when everybody was like, hang on, what the fuck else is magical? But yeah, I know giving the detective the basically non-believer hindrance kind of teases at it.
Yeah, but it was one of those like, I'm gonna play it up that I don't believe in this.
And that's the hope. I was also trying to throw you off by leaning into like the church's maybe mysticism.
Yeah. Still wish I could have snapped my fingers in front of their face.
I also don't know if I said it or not, but all the mob leaders are just wood stuff.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay.
Yeah. So All right, so we skipped the days where it's like, how do we fight a fucking cartoon, and just kind of went right into it. I'm fine with that, but I do want to make it known that right at the get-go, you definitely explicitly said that there was no supernatural anything that happened here.
Yeah, and he lied to us, which
Yes.
you should have realized.
Are you unhappy? Did that make it more
I-
fun?
I knew that Tucker lied to us from the moment the words came out of his mouth.
No, I was definitely on board until it's like the church has this like weird alive shit. I'm like, all right, so that goes out the window.
Yeah, the whole point was to have you guys accept that it was just a regular old 1940s world, and then slowly reveal that that was not the case.
That's
If I may,
fine.
It was because I also guessed it, according to Tucker, within the second session of what everything was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah, you can go back and listen. Mike says almost verbatim the hook.
Oh, okay.
I believe it was in episode 2. Mike, he says it at the end of episode 1, I think, and then at somewhere in the beginning of 2, he doubles down on it, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta get him away from this somehow.
So like one of my original thoughts about how he could have died, just a passing thought that I had that I never said out loud, was like, he definitely got cartoon head squished. But like you specifically said that wouldn't have been the case, so I didn't say it out loud.
Yes, Kenny, that's exactly the point. The idea was to make you go in real deep over, well, this is clearly some kind of fucking hammer space pancake nonsense.
Yeah.
But magic doesn't exist, so it can't be that.
And you know what? That's exactly what I did.
I know, you played really good into all of this, Kenny. I hope you had fun. I hope you're not too mad that I just... that the first thing I said about the game was an immediate lie.
No, it's fine. As soon as the Ichor came up, I'm like, all right, maybe it could be some sort of like rare organism or something like that. But then the Rat King happened, and I'm like, okay, I got it. We're fine. We're fine.
So far,
yeah.
every character, the 3 times I've run this, who has leaned into, well, let's just do this cartoon bullshit, has decided to, whether I kind of pointed it out or not, has decided to end the cartoon before Arnie died,
Nice.
and lost an arm.
Nice.
I tell you what, I have no hard feelings about giving up that arm to do what we did. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, all of the questions you were asking me, Kenny, I had direct answers for. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. If anybody's gonna lean into this, they're gonna want to try this. They're probably gonna want to try this. I think I have all of this set up the way it needs to be.
That's amazing. And as soon as Big Cartoon Boy was like, I'm a cartoon, bitch, I'm like, all right, we got to squash and stretch our way through this. How can we make that happen?
The other thoughts were if you put on a glove, you're gonna slowly get corrupted by it, but you basically get more cartoon powers the more it gets you.
Right.
Alternatively, if you pick up the pen with the Ichor still alive in it, you can just draw shit.
That's what I was going to go for originally, but then I'm like, I can't tell if it's the pen doing it, Arnie doing it, or just the contact of the being doing it. So, yeah, shove my hand in the glove and see what happens. And hey, I may have lost an arm, but it worked out.
It was the ink.
That's what I thought.
The pen on the secretary's desk isn't used for animation. Didn't have the Ichor in it.
That's also what I was thinking, but I felt like it was a safe bet that it would have had the right ink in it, because it's just, that's what they have on hand.
Nope, I tried to think about plenty of what was going to happen, and each time it got run through, I got a little more confident in the things I had, and like the one additional thing I had to plan for.
Okay.
Also, one other thing I want to talk about. The person who had their fortune foretold as being shot is the one who saved Arnie and lost an arm. All 3 times.
Regardless of if it was the back alley broker?
Correct.
Nice.
When I did it with the high school kids, it was the muscle.
Okay.
It was very good. And on any chance she happens to see this, I hope she appreciates it. She just leaned into it real hard. just a big, dumb, lovable oaf of muscle. And it was just like, yeah, we're just doing this. Just everything was just, yep, cool. I know what I'm doing. I'm punching stuff. We're just going. I got this. We're good.
And I'd argue that my character Smarts is natively a D8, so all right, I punched it. It chuckled. That was a real thing. Let's hit it with a fake thing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I very much enjoy this whole thing and how it played out. Although my drawing conclusions about who's responsible for what ended up not even being close at all.
And then I still love the part where it was like, oh, they were dragged up and thrown over on the theater. I'm like, that tiny thing has to be a cartoon. Has to be. Don't want to believe it, because I definitely don't want to believe in that stuff, but...
You doubled down again on it when Alex was like, yeah, no, Stick of Dynamite blew that guy up.
Wait, which guy got blown up?
The
The artist.
Several of the police files were just other murders.
Yeah, and it looks like they were clutching something. Yeah, that absolutely tracks. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think the end twist was perfect. Even though we could have seen it coming, I think it still hit us by surprise. The actual, like, oh shit, we were right, kind of.
I think what fully solidified it for me was when we were chasing, and the bounding up the walls didn't phase them at all. And I'm like, alright, it's definitely some sort of tune that I'm chasing.
Yeah. Again, Mike, you had guessed that just into episode 2, and I'm like, I need to shake him, but I think in every episode you went back and you said it again, and I'm like, okay, he's at least waffling, so he's playing nice, but like he's still just sitting on the answer.
Yeah.
And because
like,
so
things kept popping up, I'm like, could that be something else? Nah, that's still Toony.
Tucker, you mentioned that we skipped a bunch of sessions because of something I did, but as far as I can tell, it's because of what Mike did.
I don't know if I said it specifically, it was because of you, but yes, Mike was most of it. I think you did something to contribute to it.
Okay.
But like, yeah, no, Mike's commitment to it in episode 2 was
Was it really just opening the door so he didn't lose a second?
What do you mean?
So he was chasing the guy through the alleyways, up over the wall, and then through the front door of the animation studio. Me just holding the door open, is that what let him continue the chase so we didn't lose time?
Oh, if it was a glass door, he was running through it. There was no stopping him.
No, that had nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
I was trying to stall there, because after the alley chase, I'm like, no, hang on, you ran through the alleys, so in theory, Cartwright would have a small amount of time. The benevolent gangster who likes Mo might try to protect his PI buddy.
Which I appreciate. I love that detail. Thank you.
But
the
Dude, go ahead.
I gotta control F it. The ending of the chase scene that that I had to cut out. You basically follow him to the outskirts of town where he disappears around the pump house of the Mad River Falls River Rapid Rides, which is effectively the only reason it exists in the story.
Okay.
He basically just drags you all the way out there, wherein if you have information you can go off of it, but there's also a big drainage pipe where the Rat King can feed you information again.
Okay.
So if you're truly lost, there is someone there to help, but if you're not, you just have to make it back to town.
Okay. If I had rolled correctly or used my cartoon powers differently, could I have gotten the Rat King in that fight?
If you had passed with a raise on that spirit check, I was going to find some way to do it. The problem is that's not a combat character.
Yeah, but just like another body in the room to absorb a blow is also helpful.
If you had gotten a raise, I was trying to come up with some way to get it in there. So
okay.
Frankly, I was happy when you rolled a pair of 3s.
Yeah, that's fine.
What would have happened if I had not exceptionally passed all those chase rolls?
We would have had like a month more of sessions.
It probably would have been one more session or two, And it just would have been a bit more stalling. We might have done a bit more around town. Some of the more supernatural stuff might have become more obvious to you guys.
Yeah.
If you went back to the church, you might have found like their fancy little "this is what keeps the Ichor alive" orb, MacGuffin rather. I want to say MacGuffin, not orb. And because I have no current plans to run anything else in this world, I want to talk about one thing which never comes up, but I really liked that I did it.
Okay.
Chet's not real.
He's a cartoon?
Which one's Chet?
My friend at the diner.
Huh.
We tipped him like $10 on like a $2 sandwich.
You tipped her like $10.
Wait, Chet's a girl?
One of them is.
What do you mean?
Chet's twins pretending to be the same person.
That's why they're always there.
That's why they're always there.
That's why they're always there. I thought that was a weird detail, and I'm like, maybe he just wants money. That's fine. Like, whatever. He does him.
It's an absolutely asinine thing, but yeah, they're neither one of them is named Chet. But yeah, it's a set of fraternal twins. Not fraternal, identical twins, male and female, that just go and pretend to be Chet.
That's amazing. I like that. That is a good detail.
I tried to play it up that the two times you directly interacted with them, they weren't quite the same, and I tried to make you give duplicate information the second time.
Okay.
To make you go, hang on, we told you this last time.
Oh, I don't think I know.
I
noticed.
definitely didn't pick up on that. Sorry.
Yeah, because it was at least a month apart.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also a mayor of the town who just exists. There's just a mayor.
Which we never interacted with.
Nope.
So, what did we do in this game? We woke up an old man at like 2 a.m. who had nothing to do with anything. We pissed off the church. I made friends with the mob. We killed a cartoon. Got it.
I
No.
got hired to do a job.
We banished a
I
cartoon
completed
to
that
hell.
And I got paid.
Cartwright knows that I can that I'm very athletic and can keep up with chases. So that's another asset that you have from me.
Fucking 6 different raises after explosions in a row. That was so much.
That's so unlikely.
You tried so hard to stop me.
I did. I gave you 3 completely separate ways to do it, and then just no.
Hanging there. What do you do? Can force my way up.
I think I technically ended the session with this game with 1 Benny.
Yep.
Amazing.
I have 2.
But Tucker, I thoroughly enjoyed this. The ending is exactly what I was hoping would happen, but not what I thought would happen. I thought we were definitely going political with like, no, it was them. Well, you can't prove that. Well, fuck you.
Yeah, I wish I was more present to give a bit more detail, because I have some more things written, but I definitely spat out some information very quickly, and I didn't want to double back on it.
Right. So, I feel like one of my questions for you was, what did we do? What did you say on accident that contributed to us skipping some sessions?
You guys dug into the church harder than I thought you were going to, earlier than I thought you were going to.
Okay.
So I accidentally let slip more of the magic of the church than I wanted to.
Okay. So we
with
found
that-
the Ichor sooner than we should have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or rather, you found out that it was alive sooner than you should have.
Okay. Got it.
Because the church having a whole bunch of ink should have been suspicious, led you back to the docks, interact with the mob, kind of play around with some politics in that regard.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But like I said, you guys just kind of kept role playing, and I kept rolling with it.
That's fine. I know it means literally nothing now that we're done the game, but I like to think that every so often Mo goes down to the sewer with just an extra sandwich and has a lunch from time to time.
Why not?
You see, they're still there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, hey man, I've seen some shit. Let me tell you what.
Again, not to just kind of like lean into the when I ran it with the kids, but like, one of them just got super into it, and like just wasn't really like digging deeper, was just enjoying the world. And at one point, the broker's like, "Yeah, I need a sandwich," and she's like, "Yeah, okay, that's reasonable. What do you want?" Okay, well, go out back in Teddy's Quick Eats. At about 10 p.m., they throw out all of what they used in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Find the bluest sandwich and bring it here.
Okay.
And they're just like, yeah, sure, whatever. That's a weird request, but okay. And I'm like, yeah, I can find the bluest sandwich. Yeah, it's just moldy and gross as shit. And they're like, there's nothing better that's blue. And I'm like, nope, that's the bluest. And the exact same scene continued. They just ate a moldy sandwich instead. And again, didn't particularly question. Just like, okay, that's a weird thing.
Like, all right, not what I was expecting, but okay, fine. Like, who am I to judge? Like,
because the characters are particularly shallow, I didn't expect a whole lot of secrets to exist. So inevitably, the economy for the Rat King had to change a little bit.
yeah. I am surprised my fear didn't come into play. I really thought in that final battle it would have.
You picked a pretty good one, and again, to talk about the kids, the muscle picked a fear of rabbits.
Okay.
Which is what the final boss effectively is.
Okay, yeah.
And like,
Rough.
I was thrilled. No, the muscle had an obsession with rabbits. A different character had a fear of rabbits, so it was a nice kind of mix up between the whole game. And like I said, someone walked into the final battle, just like, well, I can't believe. I think they also had Doubting Thomas, and they're like, I can't believe that's anything, but it's certainly scaring the shit out of me.
I don't know what I'm looking at, but I hate it.
But it's gonna give me nightmares for the rest of my life.
I said it before, but I thoroughly enjoyed this.
Yeah, this was fun.
And by skipping the chapters, it lasted about the appropriate amount of time.
Yeah, because we spent a whole session talking to one fucking janitor.
This was not meant to be particularly long, and I'm glad in the end it wasn't particularly long.
Yeah, no, it was kind of the perfect length for this kind of thing.
I think so.
Were there any moments, Tucker, where you were just face palming at us?
Yes. No? Okay.
Not really, no.
Okay.
Because I was doing my best to just roll with what you guys were giving me. Because, like I said, I was expecting much less role play. I figured we'd have character voices for some of it. We'd have a couple of solid interactions, but for the most part, it would be just the three of you talking about like what you discovered, what you could piece together, building your Pepe Silvio web.
Nope.
Yeah, y'all just dove headfirst into the role play, which was absolutely fine.
I think I've played with you guys long enough that if we're playing a game, I will do mostly an amount of role play. So I don't ever think that not doing that is an option.
I'm interested to see how much roleplay we're gonna do in the dragon one.
Oh, much more.
Many and muchly, because I'm going to just be an absolute starving bastard for Dragon Blood.
And I got to figure out how Goliaths interact.
God, I love Goliath.
I can't fucking wait for the Goliath. I gotta be real. Like, if we started episode 0 of that right now, I'd be fine.
The next time we do something is going to be episode 0. We're going to be setting up. We're going to make sure everybody has a character written out. So please have a functioning character sheet, be it digital or real, for the next time we play.
I am going to work every day. I will be printing out my D&D sheets at work.
So,
All
just again to remind everybody, if we take a look at the rulebooks and whatnot text channel, I have placed so many tools in there.
Yes.
Up at the top is a Google Drive with just a PDF, PDFs of every single 3.5 book. Beneath that is the comprehensive wiki of all 3.5 material.
So this is in 3.5 Dragons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I'm doing 3.5 again. Also, Kenny, you could probably
Further
end the
down-
stream.
Oh, yeah, I'll unstream now. Good point. Thank you. Bye.